Good evening and welcome. Welcome to another exciting edition of GILMAN Talk FM 107 and the global stage here. We are also beaming to you live and direct on YouTube. Coming to you from YouTube. GILMAN Talk FM 107. Tonight we'll be discussing with you or analyzing the interview held today, February the 20th, 2023, with the former full panelists of Spoon FM, Dr. Henry Peabody, Chairman Ben Sanvi, St. Tomalin George, and Honorable Kev Hassan. What did you make of that interview? Did they shift the needle to changing minds? Were they honest? Were they truthful? Did they give too much information? Are they seen as the ones that betray a friend or a former friend, a former brother? Who betrayed who? Do you trust the foe based on what you heard today or you heard elsewhere? Who do you trust? Folks, those of you on YouTube, bear with us here, and those of you on the radio, we just lost the signal there on Facebook. Again, bear with us here. Welcome, welcome. And thanks for joining us here. If you just joined us here, we say welcome to you. Tonight we'll be discussing, analyzing the live interview held today with the former full panelists of Spoon TV, Dr. Henry Peabody, Kev Hassan, Chairman Ben Sanvi, and of course, St. Tomalin George. How well did you receive them today? Did they change anything? Duke, Fearless, Hyena Clark Williams, welcome to you. Mas SP Pelu, Paul Jala. We had a break in the broadcast there on Facebook, but we are back up and running. We are also live on YouTube. And on YouTube, Ahajiba, Joetta Kuyon, Joseph Weyu, Jessica Bessler. Funny Gil Masale, welcome to you. Patrick Kayasie. Folks, as you come in, please invite someone by sharing the video. Thanks to Joseph Babu, native Liberian, Ato Solo Senior, Patrick Kayasie, Joyce Lomagere Wim, Barbara D. Dugbe. Thanks for sharing. James C. Ellis. Invite someone, like the page, follow the page, share the video. In tonight's broadcast, we'll be taking your calls, particularly to get your feedback. Jay Johnson, welcome. Chuku Peters, H. Niwlekama. We'll be taking your calls to get your feedback, your responses, your analysis on the interview held today. What's your takeaway? Did the former four, the four wise men, the four Hebrew brothers, whatever you may call them, did they come out swinging? Did they convince you that they were betrayed by Stanton Witherspoon? Angel Brown, welcome. Nelson Jordan, welcome to you. Tanika Do, Monique Walker. He said jump over there and play music. Solomon Weeks, Weather Bryant, Gandhi Wilson, Sekou Dolo James, Rebecca Beatty, Nelly Kia, Avros, Masa Govego, Patterson Davis, James C. Ellis. Welcome to all of you. Pius Roberts, we got a great show coming up here.
If you not want betrayal, fine friend, let me. Fine friend, let me. Fine friend, let me. If you not want betrayal, fine friend, let me. Bombeo, fine friend, let me.
Jay Johnson, Abdullah Ahmed Jabater from Liberia, Joseph Brown Jr., welcome. Yuma Johnson, C-Bestie, find a friend like me. C-Bestie, what you want, eat my honey. Musu Wabi Copper, they want me go, I say, eh. If you are following on YouTube, we say welcome to you. Joseph Wally Kenda, welcome. Either Wally Kenda. Duke Clark Williams, you say you were packing cartoon and missed the interview. Abbott Jala, Masa Govego. Thomas Weeks, Esther Gay.
Wokolo,
Wokolo, wokolo,
wokolo, wokolo, wokolo.
wokolo, wokolo.
They won't step on my blessing, but God get it breaking, yeah.
Breaking heart,
They won't call it my blessing, but God get it breaking, yeah.
breaking heart.
Friendship, see
Friendship.
Come see Papa T friendship.
Auto Solo Senior. Seku Old Man Talawale. Find the show like Gina How Talk and keep following the team. Emmanuel JJ. One thing that I trust about Liberian musicians, they will soon come out with a song about the CEO. Ha ha ha. Duke Fearless, Hayana Clark Williams. He always have the right music at the right time. Kudos. Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. Marie Body. No doubt, Abdullah Ahmed Jabate said, Chairman Gilman, we are here meeting the CLN Liberia base strong. Absolutely, I gotta get in touch with you when I'm in Liberia in a few weeks. Okay. Bestie won't come to Wafi won't money. William Sagba Davis, D. Mel Kamara. Auto Solo Senior. Wow, really? Center is strong for keeping the 4 Hebrew prisoners. Absolutely. Elizabeth Mami Lavla, Afrata, Nelly and Stephen Kia. Welcome. See Bestie. Wafi want money. Find a friend like me. Are we brothers? Are we friends? Are we employees?
This is my meditation. Rastafari.
My imperfection.
Ooh yeah.
Ooh yeah.
We are brothers. We are brothers.
You know
Sonny T. Washington,
Please give me your attention. We are brothers.
Duke Clark Williams, our Paki cartoon, and missed that interview. Thanks for keeping us abreast. Stella Jeffries, your bestie, my bestie, Nelly and Stephen Kia. Absolutely. Welcome there, Dr. Jeffries. Sophie Blamo, H. Newley-Comer.
So we can make the right decision. We
Are they still brothers?
should never be dissatisfaction.
Is there any dissatisfaction?
Can judge me
Is there betrayal?
imperfection.
Were there judgments? We are Liberians. We are brothers. Can there be disagreements? Eddie, Mayata Song Balema. Edward Booker. Stevie and Nelly Kia are watching with their daughter, Dr. Jeffries. Frederick, Maryland. Comfort Wilson, welcome. Emin Black, welcome to you.
In our inspiration.
Monique Walker, in our inspiration,
Intention.
in our intention.
We are brothers. Let me see your reaction. No argumentation.
No argumentation,
No intimidation.
no intimidation.
In our congregation. We are brothers.
Ishan Kennedy,
Too much.
Director Desire, Victoria Hammer Ward,
In our imperfection.
Tisa Toti, welcome. Arotaina Solo,
Yeah.
I'm watching you, watching me.
Rastafari.
Helena M. Brown. Love we want.
In our interaction,
It's all we need.
get to our destination.
Sheikh Silla, you welcome. Feloncio Bright Crawford, welcome there. Comfort Mami Tay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
My meditation
It's my
motivation.
meditation.
Let me know. Rastafari.
My meditation is my motivation. Mickey D. Harris, Mickey Me D. Harris, welcome.
So much speculation.
Audrey T. Fredericks, welcome to you there. She said, hello, Mr. G.
That bring us segregation.
Hey, Audrey, it's been a decade since I talked to you or seen you on here, but welcome to you. Thomas Weeks, Mr. Gilman, is the truth. Is it true that Costa is JMB running mate? Hey, Thomas, do not take that to the bank. My meditation is my motivation. Victor Rajraka. Imana JJ is drinking tea tonight. Eddie, my yata song Balema, Mr. Gilman, the only part of the interview I love was where that Peabody said to Timolin George, now you Timolin, your file will be next on GST. We back it up a couple of minutes to say happy birthday to all of you celebrating your birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones. So for your crowd, Otelo Nayu, Momo Nelson, time. And Ambassador Bwaka, Bwaka, Mr. Gilman, Spoon TV gave you 4%. I guess you happy now. They are now 4% for Jide How Talk. We want to interview them. Micho Nangbe, welcome.
Bring us segregation. We're gonna do our evaluation. So no tension in our nation. Oh Lord, accept my supplication. Brethren, always a brethren. No matter how far, no matter the difference, no matter the topic.
Absolutely. Let's pray for Turkey and Syria. Canada Tro. Rastafari.
Never living, never fearful. Till I see
The last CIA. My meditation is my motivation. John James. My meditation is my motivation. Jessica Baslow, welcome to you there. Sam Ria, Wele Lamadan Ahaj Bewazi. Folks are following on YouTube and Jide How Talk FM 107, as well as right here on Facebook. We say welcome to you. It's great to have you here tonight. Indeed, we have a great show for all of us here. We're going to be analyzing the interview today with the collabo interview today with Abraham Gonson William and the Spoon panelists or former panelists. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna delve into how well did you receive the interview? Did they come out swinging? Did they come out uh, truthful, honest to the Liberian people with the Liberian people? Did you get to see that where they betrayed or they betrayed Stanton Witherspoon? Who betrayed who? Were they out to get Stanton's empire, his Spoon TV, his charity? Uh, what happened? What do you make of it? Okay, we want these questions answered by you tonight. This show is for you. Okay, a lot of you try to call in today, and you could not. You could not make it because the line, I mean the line was too long, so you did not get to call in to make your points. But you have that time tonight, right here, right now. What did you make of the interview by the former four Spoon panelists? Were they honest? Were they truthful? Uh, did you see uh, 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 any contradiction in in the interview today, especially information that we put out here about Spoon TV, about the panelists, everything surrounding this whole episode? Did you get the inclination that this information don't seem right? Or you got confirmation of the stories? Okay, all right. And our conversation with them, it was a conversation, you know. We did not try to play the I got you a moment. Eddie Mayata song Berryman for 200 stars. He said, Mr. Gilman, wow. I listened to Chairman Ben Sanvi confessing during the interview, saying Mr. Gilman can really give us tough time on Spoon. We always worry what he will say next about us. Thank you very much for 200 stars there. Boyka Paso, Masequat. Mr. Gilman, these four guys are not friends. Rather, Tomalin George, Kefferson, Henry Peabody, and Ben Sanvi are four Judah Iscariots. Well, Boyka Masequat, you have a chance tonight to call in and qualify your statement. Okay, what make them Judas Iscariots? Why you say so? Okay, why you think they betrayed Stanton and Stanton did not betray them? You have a chance tonight to make that case. All right, don't sit there and then just keep it to yourself. Let people hear you. Elizabeth Tujra, Menken Gray, Mohammed Bayou, welcome to all of you there. Okay, let people hear you and discuss the issue with others. All right. Jala Rayleigh Johnson, I think they were betrayed, but they are still holding on more information, such as names of people that benefited from the Spoon Foundation. That is no secret. People that benefited from the Spoon Foundation. I think what you are trying to say is that some of the people, like we said here, okay, before that interview, Jala Rayleigh Johnson, we said here that Stanton Witherspoon will meet a person and gave them $20,000. A young lady gave her $20,000 in the presence of these guys. Okay, he will meet another person, somebody that is able to buy anything they want. Give them 20,000. Give them 10, 15,000. Okay, we told you here about uh, uh, what the place name? Palm Spring. Palm Spring in Monrovia with the Moroccan girl. Okay. You know what happened that night in Palm Spring with the Moroccan girl? The Moroccan girl, I think she works there. She works there at Palm Spring. This guy will leave about $6,000 to $8,000 on the poker table and don't care about it to impress the Palm Spring girl, the Moroccan girl. Okay, these are the things that they were talking about, or they did not talk about. But for those that benefited from Spoon Foundation, those are kind of documented. It was in the public. Yeah, the foundation did a lot of stuff in the public. But those other clandestine cash violence, the cash violence is what were done behind closed doors with the guys, some of them in their presence. Some of those things were done. Okay? And Kroma Yampo now, welcome. Henry Doe, welcome. And Henry Doe said, Mike, you guys had a good show today on Freedom FM. Albert Jala, he attended the Sano U.S. program in Charlotte, North Carolina, and gave them $20,000. Was it 20 or 10,000? I think that was 10,000, the Sano program. The 10,000 was in New England area there, so you may be right about Charlotte, North Carolina. Pius Roberts, Miata Soko passed away Bafali, welcome. Alfonso Pearson, Derek Doki, Priscilla Carr, Helena Barr, James Peters, welcome to all of you. Barbara D. Wilson, Sekou Dolo James, Sharif, Molly Oru, welcome there. Masa Govego, Marie Badi, Gandhi Wilson, welcome. Nelly and Stephen Kia, Dr. Jeffries, welcome to all of you. Okay, so that's what we are talking here tonight. What did you make of the interview? Before going on there, we issued this the basis for our conversation with those guys were this that we put out. The four face the issues today. Four former panelists of the Spoon TV were guests on Face the Issues. WHEON, Gilman Collabo on Freedom FM and GHT. The show was at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 8 p.m. local time in Liberia. The four have consented to a no-holds-bar interview with the biggest radio collaboration. The die is cast, the stage is set, let the digging deeper begins. Did you see that today? Was the interview a no-holds-bar? Did they hide any information? Did they put everything on the table? Did the interviewers, WHEON and Gilman, did we do the tax? Did we ask all the relevant questions, the hard questions, the no-go zone questions? Did we ask those? GHT broke the news late last year that criminal CEO Witherspoon was being investigated by the FBI and had his offices raided in Delaware. There were denials and tight lips until late January when Stanton was indicted by a federal grand jury. Okay? Where do you put GHT in this story? Was it a made-up lie? Was it a made-up story? Was it a story of envy? Okay? Did we show that we were jealous of Spoon TV? Did we envy him when we reported this story? Or it was an information that was a public good that needed to be told to the public? Archie Tapper, Emmanuel Tarr, Pius Rabba, Jerome Weir, How did you see it? Spoon TV crew and Stanton refused to acknowledge or discuss the news of the CEO indictment, at least in the public. Why now? You heard them talk about behind the scenes. They were talking. They wanted him to quit, to resign his position. They wanted to remove his photo from the flyer or from the network, or just take a back seat and inform the public. That did not happen. You heard them say, when we talk about it, he gets mad. He tells you, don't bring that talk here. Whatever you hear, keep it out of here. There's nothing there. There's no there. Feloncio Bright Crawford, Cecilia Logan. Yeah. Feloncio said, I watched the show, Bombshell. I was listening attentively, and everything Jide has said was 100% right. James S. Keller, the only issue with the interview today is Ben was preventing Kev Hassan from opening up. Yassa Sherry, welcome. Stephen Kier, well, Michael, you didn't read my comments of how you intelligently conducted the interview with those guys. Thank you very much, Mr. Kier. Otako Kahu, those 4 guys have information that they don't share today. They didn't share today, Mr. Gilman. Remember, they were telling Honorable Kev not to expose, talk certain things. Yes, we heard that. So Fire Blai Kape, exactly, my dear. No one will recklessly spend their hard-earned money just like that. Tanika Do, welcome to you. William Massacre. Okay, so let's go back to this. Are the 4 former panelists speaking out now because they were fired, blocked, or not paid? Are they? Are they talking because of the indictment charges against the CEO or their respective values, morals, and principles? Did they betray Stanton, or Stanton Witherspoon used cash violence to disrespect and betray their confidence? That was the question that they all came back and said, he betrayed us. He betrayed us. They all said it, that Stanton betrayed them. How did Stanton betray them? You heard them talk about he would not allow certain things to be discussed, certain things that were discussed about other people, calling people names, calling people criminals. You heard him talk about Minister Isaac Doe when he had his episode with his girlfriend. Dr. Inflation led the charge against Minister Isaac Doe. And then when it came to Stanton, she's tight-lipped. She's not talking. How double standard is that? Susan Iziema, I watched the show, Mr. Gilman. You guys did well without attacking personality. Thank you. Thank you very much. Emmanuel JJ, money finish, love finish. Okay? You heard them say that on February 14th, Valentine's Day, there was no love from Stanton Witherspoon. He kicked them out. And I have evidence to that. Okay? I got a way of getting my evidence. I have evidence to that Stanton kicked the guys out the same day, same time. Henry Peabody, what his name? Henry Peabody, Tomalin George, Henry Peabody, Tomalin George, and let me confirm it here. Henry Peabody, Tomalin George, Ben Sanvi, and Peabody, which they all confirm. And this is why Kefasan, Patience Green, welcome. William Massacre, This is why Kefasan came and said that he had to lie to the guys. You kept hearing Kev say, I had to lie to protect Stanton, to the guys, that he just did it. He's just trying to create a new chat room. You want to leave from that chat room. That's why he put you guys out. But we are all the same. Bible Freeman, I went beyond that to remind Kev that, hey, Kev, you remember once I told you on my platform that you would take a bullet for Stanton before you take one for George Weah? Here is it. You've taken a bullet for Stanton Witherspoon by lying to the guys. All right? So, we had all of those conversations today, and here we are tonight. James Keller, I think it is morality issue because they have been beating on others. Now it is on their front door. Their boss is preventing them from talking about his criminal behavior. That's not fair. Mink and Gray, Stanton didn't suffer for the money, so he was wasting it all around like someone picking coconuts, throwing it on the ground. Victoria Hammer Ward, Kev Hassan needs to put strength in his talking. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. The last part here, what role did each of the panelists play to ensure the honesty, integrity, and credibility of the show? Were they friends or employer and employees? Did they have a professional relationship? Why is their resignations not being considered principled and the right thing to do by some Liberians, but betrayal? Why? Was there a professional relationship? Emmanuel Thier, was there a professional relationship? Sam Ricks, Emmanuel JJ, the CEO said on Friday that he went to work. I thought he's not allowed to be around any health facilities. The guy is his own problem. He is arrogant. Absolutely. Sam Ricks, if anyone was ever around our BM boys in Abidjan and Accra, you will get to a vision that Stanton is in no way different from the act of lavishly spending money they didn't sweat for. Bible Freeman, you do me, I do you. Mick and Gray, James Goodell Flomo, body now calm down. Joanna Zulu, Stanton kicking them out of the chat room on the 14th was Valentine's gift to Dr. Francine. Victoria Musulu Townsend, Mr. Gilman, may God bless you and strengthen you with more grace. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Mas SP Pelu Musuwabi Cooper, Otaka Kahu, welcome. Otaka said, I think it's prudent enough for Stanton to publicly apologize to the four panelists. Do you think so? Well, you have the time here tonight to be a part of the conversation and let us know your own reaction to the story. Is sex, alcohol, money, indictment, or rebranding the core reasons for the split? We have a way to launch our ground and air political assault to get the answers to your questions. Let's dig deeper. Did we dig deeper today? Rachel Howard on the YouTube, Rose Talu on the YouTube, Henderson Karma, Sam Ria, Wele Lamada. Did we dig deeper today? Joseph Wayu, did we dig deeper today? Let the calls begin. Let's take your calls here and get your feedback. All right. Let's do that. Let's take your call and get your feedback.
It's a bombshell. Roughly rumble, señor. Well, it's a bombshell.
Julie. This is how to understand. Otavi Sampson. J-Man J, Mr. Gilman, you told us here about Stanton behavior. How he is controlling. He wants to control everybody. John Wampier. Our telephone lines are open. Call us here at 313-957-9702. Abbott Jala. Cecilia S. Yakbablo. Mofles to say. It's a bombshell. Yeah, boy. Joanna Zulu. Nina Quia. So you can shake the ball, you rock the ball, you like it, you can see it to ball. What this black is getting very hard. Want to drink. Teresa Piacetti. Yo, my girl. You not serious, but your dancing strokes are marvelous. Pape furious. I'm a girl. Peter Bogokoli. Come on. Jab. Leon Harris. Nancy Jordan. Moses Marlinberg. Jab said, Mr. Gilman, if these guys were in the same position with Kev, would they join with Kev? Absolutely. That because the CEO put Kev under the bus. That's why they came out with the resignation statement. You remember the CEO said Kev was told by the president to resign. And the guy said, no, that's not true. That's why they all joined Kev to resign officially. After they were kicked out, hoping that they would have harmonized it. Binta Garaba. Winwood Lucky. It's a bombshell. Folks are welcome. Welcome. Let me read a couple of comments here, and then we're going to go to Arthur Solo Senior and John Wampier. Our lines are open here, folks. Call us. Vava said, Mr. Gilman, you may think that I want irrelevant, but a true patriot, and you need to serve somewhere in a security apparatus or a cabinet minister position, especially information. Since you disclose a lot of information about others, no one have come out with any bad information about you, and that is why I respect you. Thank you very much, Vava. We're not perfect, but we just try to be right. Yeah. Joseph Molly Wally Kenneth. For me, I like the way the CEO kicked these guys out his business because they were the ones supporting him in every action, especially with the insulting words to government officials. No doubt about that. Yeah. Emmanuel JJ, the CEO ate pound butter and forgot to suck the case meat. He was acting like he was born in DC, not in Negro Town. Onto the hill, the relationship between fish and water make me to believe that betrayal is real. Seeing water participating in cooking fish. James S. Keller, that Eugene L. Fargon told CEO to say that the government asked Kev Hassan to leave the show. Absolutely, I agree with you. Eric Passaway, hey, my man, this small little thing here, and all you giving it your own self-interpretation to. Who you responding to there? I don't know. What are you talking to me or talking to somebody else? Eric Passaway, I'm not providing any extra interpretation yet. You did not believe this story until it came out. Enoch George, at this stage, Stanton still playing games. Speaks a lot about him. Let the prayer warriors keep praying. As they pray, as they pray, let's get Ato Solo Senior to come in. Solo Senior, welcome to you. How you doing?
Thank you, Mr. Gilman. How you doing, Pops?
I'm great. I'm great.
I want to say very, very big thank you to you and AB today for the collaboration
Yeah.
show. Yes, Mr. Gilman. I mean, we know how you handle stuff, but it was handled today with extra, you know, and the guys they were throwing themselves in the heat, fire. They don't know that the placard for GST were going to hold them up, you know.
Right.
I listened to my brother Ben. He said Mr. Gilman can worry us, but you guys knew all along Mr. Gilman will worry you people, even Timberlake George. It's not because days ago, and when you broke the story, that's the time he asked Stanton. About my man, this is the German man say anything inside. He
Right.
said, my man, don't bring that gossip to me. That man jealous. They were all doing, but they were worried. When GST coming on, when they hear that it's a bombshell, they worried.
Right.
So what I saw today is that it gave the populace in Liberia and in the diaspora as well a clarity or a clear picture how to see things for the Liberian people. And then for those guys, including senior brother Kev, it's a lesson for those three or the four Hebrew brothers that next time, even when you go to Backpage Africa, be extra careful when you're ready to bash other people's character because it happens. That's it for them.
Right.
Because now they know about credibility issue. They know about people characters.
Right.
They know about you. You were staying with that dictator when you were bashing Natoro McGill. People would get on Kev Hassan, you know?
Yeah.
That would bring in people like one of these Pele boy. So, the government. What person they say, oh yeah, me I get a long time. That meant by eat trouble. You heard it for GST.
Right.
You said to you were confident, you were sitting down there, hey, that man, that party jealous. That man will step so good me. Okay.
But
Look at it now.
did you believe them today? Were they believable? Were they upfront with the Liberian
Yes,
people?
somewhat I believe them. I believe they look, they are very intelligent guys.
Uh-huh. Did they change?
They say,
Did they change any mindset, any conceived mind about they
I
betraying?
would say yes. I would say yes,
Uh-huh.
because the idea, you know, we not in a back room, but the back room negotiation that will go on failed.
Yeah.
That's what caused them to actually look very bad to people.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I believe that even when they have the show and they bash other people, they try to tell the CEO, my man, we got to turn it this way. That's what they were talking about. That's the disagreement they were having,
Right.
because the show was just one solid.
It was. Thank
And now when you
you so
proclaim to be,
thank you so much, senor. Let's take others. Don't go away, okay? Let's take others here. Let me introduce Mr. Jerome Gilman on set with us here. Jerome Gilman, welcome. How you doing? Also, Ahaj Bewasi is on set as well. Mr. Gilman.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gilman.
Yes, sir.
I watched the show, quite impressive. And one of the things that we talk about is when you want to play, most of us that are on here, we are not journalists.
Right.
We are opinion peddlers. We come out here, we give our opinion. In most time, those of us who have the time to do the research, you back it up with some research, you back it up with some facts. And the rest is your opinion. What you think. It may be right, it may be wrong, but that's what it is. We are not journalists. Now, someone like you who owns a platform that have built your platform on integrity and digging and investigative stories, it's totally different. That's why we are called guests,
Right.
or analysts.
Right.
But what I gathered from that interview, two things. I heard that there were times that Mr. Waterspoon would manufacture documents and pass them as facts, as breaking story,
Right.
from his sources. Now, that is dangerous. You cannot manufacture your own story and say, I have inside sources. This is what this man has done. That is fraud. So I wasn't surprised that I caught up with him in real life. This is how he lived his life. How, if you don't like Michael Gilman and you don't have nothing on him, why go in the back room and write something and put your stamp on it and say, Spoon, this is factual, this is the evidence, and you show it and you put it on the screen and people see it.
Like what he did with the young man from Lesgis.
Yes.
He paid him to come up to tell lies about officials of government.
And when they catch you in the lies, then you try to defend it. So that was one thing that I saw that I felt was terribly, terribly wrong. And I'm glad that the guys took him to task behind the scene.
Right.
Then he retorted by telling them, I want to F the government up. I want to F the government.
Right.
Okay. That means he has made up his mind, whatever beef he had with either the president or somebody within the administration, he was going to do anything to manufacture and crap anything to make the government look bad.
Absolutely.
That's terrible.
Let's listen to the callers here, and then we're going to do the analysis, okay?
Let's do it.
Let's go to Philadelphia and welcome Ms. Wally Kender. Edith Wally Kender. Sometimes the husband can be on it. Oh, that the wife was said.
Oh.
Edith, what Miss
Yeah.
Walikenda? Welcome.
Yeah, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah. Did you watch the interview?
Yes, I watched the interview and I was calling. I think I'm the last.
Yeah, you did call, but you were not chance.
Yeah. So my question, I was calling to actually ask her.
Uh-huh.
I was calling to ask her one question because Kev continued to say, I joined these guys because he refused to put people in the chat room. He refused to put the other person in the chat room.
Right.
Yeah, so what actually I wanted to ask her, with all that Stanton was doing, Stanton had put people back in a place that what he going to say, but he never took his own decision. And everything that Kev said there, he never said because the guy did this, and I confronted him. He never said anything. He said because the man refused. So he didn't really have a woman. That means he wanted to be with Stanton until maybe before the pressing door. He never decided to move. That decision he took is the decision of the three persons.
Yeah.
Because everything said Stanton never had a problem with him. Because anything Stanton said, he agrees. And everybody loves those kind of people who cannot say no or who can stand on their ground.
Yeah.
Who always going with people. So that the question I wanted to ask him, with all the bashing, Stanton was bashing the government, with everything that he did to bring the government down. You want to tell me, Kev, one day on one occasion, he didn't even confront Stanton to say, this is wrong. I can't be here anymore because the platform is already terminated.
Yeah.
So that the question I wanted to ask him,
that's a great point there. Thank you very much. For one to be independent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For one to be independent. Jab. Before I go to John Wampier, Jab said, Mr. Gilman, I mean, if the three, that comment is slid by, but Jab, my answer remained the same. All right. Kev took an action because of the three. He resigned because of the three. And the three issued, along with Kev, the joint resignation because Stanton threw Kev under the bus to say that the president told him to resign or to leave the show. So the question you ask still begs the same answer. John Wampier from Stockton, California, welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the show today. You know, I always telling the people about GST. Let them be subscribing to GST, but they fail to listen to me.
Right.
You know, I did call today, but my call didn't go through. There was a question I wanted to ask you guys. Why you say that you guys, what was the business deal between the three or the four between they and the CEO? Because the question is that you see whether they show for CEO and Stanton Waterspoon alone, or you guys collaborated by putting money together.
It was a sole proprietorship. It was for Stanton alone. And Stanton, yeah.
He just brought them over.
He just brought them over, yeah.
Yeah, okay, because I see that what I said on the show before, you know, like keep the pass, right? I said, you see, Radio Marovia, what was the chicken cross the road?
Yeah, what did the chicken cross the road?
Yeah, Radio Marovia, poof, it went on like a wildfire.
Yeah.
You know, it went down the same way.
Yeah.
Took up Radio King. It went on, it came on like a wildfire. It went down. Through FM. It went They feel like, wow. Where party holiday came from, where he used to be at the rule only on government official then. Anybody see party holiday with our rule. And we said that, we told the people who say, they too FM will come down one day. Some of the me garden are only when they move, they will come down. And I told you guys the other time, I say, you see, they spoon FM, spoon will go down to the dust. And nobody will even fall or
Hold it line, hold it line, hold it line. The line full. Hold it line, hold it line.
to back up from water spoon, because when you first brought up the story, you're supposed to think twice. You know,
Yeah.
be asking questions, be doing that research. You know, when you know that it will be the day, it was just someone to back up everything. Because I believe that you can have far idea and didn't want making spoon TV or real TV station. I did it because you can have lecture. They got talk. Yeah, some of them when they talk, their talk will it will convince people. It will control people. They want to listen to them. How a lecturer can be. You know, somebody who can lecture in mother party, how some of those guys look like. You know, but you see, as a journalist, I see like Abraham Gosling Will is a journalist.
1 p.m.
Yeah.
How do you receive these guys today? Did they come across as being honest? Did you believe them? Did they change hearts, change minds of some of the detractors?
You know, those guys need to answer more questions, more serious questions.
What would be one of those serious questions?
And some of the questions are telling you about why do guys take a very long time to back off? What made them stay a long time to back off?
They explained that. They did explain that. But thank you. We got an impromptu guest. We got an impromptu guest that want to make some clarification here. And let me announce here too. I know the gentlemen are listening, and for any point in time you want to call into the show to clarify, you are welcome to do so. I'm talking about the four Hebrew brothers or the four wise men, Kepha son, Ben, Senvi, St. Tomalin George, Dr. Henry Peabody. At any time, if you want to call in to maybe say something to further clear the doubts, you are welcome to do so. And at this time, we do have Kepha son, Honorable Kepha son, who wants to say something to clear us some doubts. Kev, welcome.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Gilman.
How you doing?
Not bad. How are you?
Let me tell you, thank you. Let me say to you, thanks for doing what you did today. To sit through that interview with us. It was inspiring. It was very informative, and thank you. Let's get. The people have said one or two things about you on here tonight. Let's hear you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Sometimes when you listen to some of our people, you get disappointed. But when you know that the men that you support appreciate the good work that you do, it gives you strength.
Yeah.
And that's why some of us support George Emmanuel Weah. But sometimes you listen to some of our people, you really, really feel bad. You feel down. And one of your callers asked him, saying, if why I stayed there, I left because of the guys. I went there to fight. I went to fight for us.
You did.
Then you telling me why I stay? I went to fight. It's like you going to the war front to fight, then you there question somebody why you there? I went to fight. Sometimes it's hurtful when somewhere they insulting your parents, insulting you, and you're fighting for this one thing, and somebody want to question you why you there, I want to fight. But when I realized the platform was turning to another thing, I say, you know what, it's about time to quit. But I went to fight. Do you think I'm happy to be somewhere that the colors insulting me every day? Right. There's something bigger than some of us. The election of President George Manuel is bigger than some of us, our feelings. It's bigger than that. Because we're fighting against a certain idea, a certain people who feel that some of us we should not be there.
Right.
Who feel that we don't know nothing. To fight, and we need the support of all our people, because we have too much insult from the opposition. Then you get your own people want to question you. But you know what? The men who are fighting for appreciate what I do, and I will keep on fighting. I just want to make that clear. Thank you, Mr. Gilman.
Thank you very much. Anytime during the course of the conversation, if you want to call back, you're welcome too. And that goes to
thank you.
Any of the other gentlemen there. You are welcome to call anytime during the conversation here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let's go to the next caller here, and that would be Roosevelt Dunn, Ambassador Roosevelt Dunn. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gilman. I want to say thank you for the opportunity given to our friends to be able to make their voices heard by the Liberian people. It was wonderful today. We have been following the unfolding.
Just hold it down. Hold it down. The line is full. Just hold it down. Don't hang up, okay?
Okay. Even on my podcast, I said it before. I was looking for that video today so that I can share it again when I was saying those things. The way Spoon TV will come down, because I have observed Witherspoon, how he approached his friends. He had no respect and regard for anybody.
No.
Among the 4 guys over there, one of the person that I really used to feel for was Ben. Sometimes when he talking to Ben will be sometimes in a speech, the man will just call him off.
Right.
And then the boy will just start laughing. And then I know when somebody seeing you among people, how the face can be. I would be looking at the boy face. I say, yeah, those guys are going through some tough time here. They need some help. I used to observe that thing when I go on a show, how he used to talk to guys.
Right.
And he never took them to be like maybe friends coming around to help me succeed, but I don't know. Probably he was just thinking that those guys was people staying with him that he can just talk to them any kind of way you want to talk to them.
So he used cash violence to disrespect them.
Yeah. So even if you are giving stopping to those guys, you still consider them to be your friends, and you should consider them as maybe if you employ them in this country, nobody just talk to employee like that. No, you have to respect them. They have their own way of doing things, and you have to respect them regardless of your money that you have.
Right.
Money cannot do anything for anybody. We are seeing some rich people in Liberia, they don't show themselves. But for you to be that kind of way, you just coming up and so all the respect that people try to build.
I think it went off, Mike.
Yeah, no, I'm here. Yeah.
Is it?
I think we lost Roosevelt down and others on there.
Mm.
Yeah, we lost them. They are calling back.
Back to.
Folks are sorry for that. Yeah. We lost Roosevelt down. If he calls back, we'll take him. Let's go to Minnesota and welcome Miss Bright Crawford, Folonsho Bright Crawford.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Mr. Gilman, I have a problem with what the four men said. And that taking it out of the chat room if they would have been brave enough.
Yeah, Mr. Gilman, get that trouble.
Yeah, hold on.
Say
We'll
something.
bring you right back.
Okay.
And say something, because can you imagine somebody sitting there listening to this man saying all kinds of things about the government, and nobody had the audacity to say, oh, stop it, this is not true. And up to the time all these things broke up, nobody said anything.
Right.
But all of a sudden, Friday, they took them out of the chat room. And then Sunday they came on.
They took them out on Valentine's Day, the 14th.
On Valentine's Day. But look at the length of time before they came out to say something.
Right.
I have a problem with that. I think they should have said something right away instead of holding back and waiting to say something. I don't understand why they did that.
And you see, that's why we put pressure on them. We were questioning their professionalism, their values, their principles, everything, their character. We're questioning that to the extent we had to open up their files to say,
Yeah,
okay,
'cause
we open up the files of the panelists at Spoon, and then you heard them say people were behind them. You guys got to speak up. You guys got to speak up. But
Yeah.
the only lady on the show, the most prominent lady on the show with them, who was after Minister Isaac Doe when he had an issue with his girlfriend, she would not say anything. She was quiet about it. She was quiet about it. The guys wanted him to talk, or like they said, let's rebrand, step aside, let's focus, redirect,
yeah.
So at least we heard all of that today.
Yeah, it's a little too late. I believe they should have said something.
I like that. Little too late.
Since you're doing this to us, let's do that to him. You understand?
Right.
So building credibility when those things happen, or when those things were being said, especially concerning the president and other people, they should have said something. They never did.
Hello?
Yeah, line having some problems.
Yeah, folks, we got two lines. Okay, let's separate the lines here. We got two lines. All right, let's separate the lines here. The WhatsApp line, call 313-465-9645 for WhatsApp. WhatsApp line, call 313-465-9645. And the WhatsApp line is for people outside the USA. Okay? People outside USA. If I see USA caller ID, I will not pick that call on the WhatsApp line. The WhatsApp line is 313-465-9645. 313-465-9645. And the direct line, 313-957-9702. Okay? Because every time we get this break in the phone, it's because I got 2-3 persons calling WhatsApp, 2-3 persons calling direct. So let's split it up. The WhatsApp line is sitting free there. Nobody is on it. 313-465-9645. And direct, 313-957-9702. Okay? I think we lost the call there to Miss Bright Crawford. So let's go back to Roosevelt down. Let's go back to Roosevelt down to complete his thoughts.
I think we lost the call there to Miss.
Let's go back to Roosevelt down. And if you are on the phone, please unmute your line until we come to you. Ambassador Dan, welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much. So as I was saying, even with Ken Hassan, because he's our man, so most of the things that were going on with him, we used to keep him up and be there to defend him. Sometimes when Shannon or she the way he operates, I don't know whether he's going to continue with a lot of people who are coming back to a show to see. They say, "Oh, we lost staying with the man." I don't know whether they're going to take some of those things when it start to happen to them. I don't know, but he's a guy that I don't know the leadership that he want to be in Liberia. I don't know how it's going to work for him when he try to go into it, because the politics things also is stressful. He had to take time sometimes to approach situation. And sometimes he will come with kind of like there's somebody is really, really mad. Sometimes you will be on a show like that. And I don't know how many people were actually observing him doing all of those things. They don't know. But now they are trying to make it look like maybe he in private now. That's why those guys are coming to make it like they're trying to he already on the ground. They're trying to sit on him again. It's not like that. The behavior has been going on for a very long time. We observe people behavior, we see those things far away. We see that things were not going well with leadership staff, that he was controlling the guys that to see people staying with him. So for those of you who continue to say why these guys did not come off right away when the thing happened, it doesn't go like that. These people, they are band together, they are used to each other, they are now like a family. Something happened to the man right away, and you just going to jump out to say you're leaving the man, it's not going to be good. Even how bad it is. That's why they have been waiting, trying to see how bad they can solve the problem. But the man too, he trying to show to the Liberian people that nothing is going on. Man, stop. We are in the United States here. We know when cases go to court, how the process works. We know. You cannot fool all year and somebody where in my village there. We here. So you try to fool the Liberian people out to show that nothing is going on. Things is going on. Very serious problem is going on with you. You need counseling. People need to be with you to talk to you. But pretending to make it look like everything is okay with you, and the people who were in your circle trying to help you, you pushing them out like that, it is a serious problem. But Mr. Gilman, we should not give up. Liberia will not just come down like that. BMs will not just group themselves to come Liberia to spoil what we are planning to put together.
Right.
No God, we had to go after that. Even if it caused him to die like the way the other man died, we will dig deeper on it. You steal your money, don't go fool our people with your stealing money.
Right.
People here, we cleaning people, nothing happened to us. We help our people in a professional way. We're not going to steal money.
In an honest way.
Yeah. Supposed to go use violence on people. We getting people, women forcibly because we get money. We forcing things outside and not going to work. For me, my mom, yeah, if we not finish, we will talk it. Anywhere we see it, we say it. That way, yeah, I'm going to bush that way. Thank you for giving me the opportunity tonight for all to be here, because anybody if I start the thing, you come down there, we will expose you. We there. We'll be there.
Thank you.
A disclaimer, Mr. Giver, a disclaimer.
Yeah.
The statement made by the viewer
we got disclaimer on every show we broadcast here. Yeah,
we don't want anybody dying.
It's written there. Statements, remarks, or comments made by any individual or individuals on GHT are not our views, not endorsed by us, and cannot be attributed to GHT in any case. That disclaimer is on every broadcast we carry on here. Thank you very much, Ambassador Roosevelt Dan. Yeah. Bewazi?
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, I'm sorry for jumping in, but I'm a road runner.
Yeah, you
anytime I can be pulled over.
Right.
So I just wanted to come in and chip in my little cent. Firstly, I'd like to say thank you very much for today. I much appreciate you and Abraham, Gossett, William, and the four. I call them the four because I respect their attribute, Mr. Gilman. You know, people questioning those people why they didn't come up now. And today I really realized that yet indeed, friendship come with a lot of respect and understanding.
Right.
But if one person do not respect the respect that they have for you, this is how things work out. I believe, you know, there was one day, Mr. Gilmore, on this show, on the very show. I told you here, I may have a lot of differences with a lot of people, but Benjamin Sanvi, I have a whole lot of respect for him. I know him. We live in Bartonsville. I know the kind of person he is. He's an educator. He's educated. But for Stanton Waterspoon to pull his nose, I think one day he will get to realize it. And before he get to realize it, it will be late. I said this on this very platform.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go back to GHT and look for that identical tape, and we will talk about it here. I think around November or December, I said that statement here on this show.
Right.
But nevertheless, Mr. Gilman, today I realized that those people, our brothers that reside from the Spoon Talk, have the same feelings we have. For the matter of fact that Dr. Peabody, from the closure of his statement, he told us, if you understand the amount of Africans, Nigerians, Liberians, parents who are put into this situation that they can't even handle for themselves.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Right.
It made me think that, yes, indeed, those people had conscience, but they had respect.
They had respect for the CEO.
For friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah, for friendship.
For friendship. Yep.
For friendship, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah.
They have respect for friendship. And that every one of us here should respect them because of what they have for their friends.
Right.
You should not judge them because they take their own time to work the work modality in, so that at least this thing can be harmonizing in a peaceful manner. But they try their best.
You are saying that they were believable, or they are believable?
Yes, of course. They were believable. One of the most sickening thing to this thing, Mr. Gilman, you know, I live in Asia.
Yeah.
I know how BM operates. I live in Korea for 8 good years. I'm going to 9 years in Korea. And Korea is one of the hot spots for BMs, especially when it comes to Liberian BM, because they are all friends. They are all people we deal with.
Right.
And I will tell you this, Mr. Gilman. Stanton Waterspoon, according to the explanation today in his behavior on his show, that make me, since last year, I started watching Spoon Talk. Since last year, January, I started watching Spoon Talk. It's past 1 year. So when I say since last year, it might not be like December I watching. No. I started following that program the day he insulted Zolizo. And I came here. From that day, and me and Keith Hassan have never spoken. He's my own blood brother. When I say blood brother, because I know where we come from. You understand me?
Yeah.
I have not talking to Keith Hassan ever since then. Why? Because he mind the man they call Waterspoon, and he insult Zolizo. And I still have that for him. Maybe he can come back here and tell me sorry, me, Alhaji Ba, to say I'm sorry if you feel hurt. Yes, indeed, it made me hurt. And still, I'm still hurt because of that. I still have malice for you. But I still take bullets for you. And because I have malice for Keith Hassan, it means that when they slaughtering Keith Hassan, I will not be there to help. Yeah, I'm always there for him. He's my brother no matter what.
Right.
You understand me?
Right.
No matter what, Keith is my brother, but I have a serious problem with him because of the statement he made against Zolizo. Zolizo is my blood, like the way Keith Hassan is my blood. Like the way you see Mr. Gilman here is my blood. Like the way you see so many people here. Here, I may not call your name, but I just want you to know, once you are a member of GHT and CLN, I will take the biggest bullet for you. Like what those guys did for Stanton Witherspoon. They took the biggest bullet, but Stanton did not respect them because of the bullet they took.
Yeah.
Yes, because of the bullet they took, and they have to show you. And let me end on this, Mr. Gilman. I would like to appreciate them for the time and effort, their family time that they took to sit on that platform. Whether you denigrate George Weah, you're not denigrate George Weah. But the matter of fact that you take up your time and you spend it on the platform is a plus for you. And don't give up.
Don't give up.
And let me give you this name. If Kev is here, another person, call any of your program the foe. The foe. Your show must be the foe. If your platform, you will call it the foe. It should be the foe. Anybody come, it can be 12 person that come, but they must be the foe.
The foe.
You people, yeah, the foe.
The foe.
Thank you very much for having me, Mr. G.
Is it the foe fox?
The foe.
The foe
no
Hebrew brother.
The foe. The foe. No Hebrew, nothing. The foe. It's okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ahaj Bewazi, there from Seoul, South Korea. Thank you. Delano Tamasa is an analyst on the show here. Let's welcome him for his opening remarks here as he continues to listen in. Tamasa, good evening. Welcome.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mr. Gilman. Thank you so much. Yeah, great to be on the show, and I've been following keenly.
Right.
Yeah, good to be on the show, but it's highly interesting that, at least we listen to all of our people, and also we listen to KF. We're weighing, and the way we see things. We have our own personal opinion on these matters, and then we will share that as well. So thank you so much, Wasman, for having me on the show.
Absolutely, welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
You are hearing the guys from on the Zoom, right?
Oh yeah, yes.
Okay. Let's go to the phone lines here and welcome. 763. Solution. I will come to you. 763-9855. Hello. 763-9855. Hello. So Fire Black Capel, what baffles me about Stanton is his refusal to acknowledge the magnitude of the crime level against him. He thinks he's still in control of situation, which is not true. Stanton has no remorse for the mess he created because of greed. Wow, that's a huge statement there. Black Capel from Minnesota. Thank you very much for contributing on here tonight. You don't write much, but you hit it tonight. 763-9855. You've been calling back and forth. I'm going to hang up and I will not take your call. 763-9855.
Hello?
Hello?
Did you say 9855?
That's not your number?
That's my number, 9855.
I've been calling you 2 minutes ago. Let's go.
Oh.
Your name?
Sophia Black Cafe.
Yeah, I just read your comments.
Yeah, Mr. Gilman, how you doing?
I'm good. Sophia Black Cafe. That was a great comment you just wrote just now.
Exactly. That's what I've been thinking. I've been mute on this situation for a while now because I don't even know where to start from.
Yeah.
People can be bad, but they will hide behind the good they do outside. Yeah. And that's what I noticed in Stanton. Stanton lavishing money here and there. So people will think that he's a good person. Deep down, he's not. He's just covering up. He knows that we are all in America here. Before FBI come to you, they will do all their digging. They will even plant people among you so they can get the right information before they go ahead.
Right.
And he's acting like nothing is going on. Nothing, I mean, it's nothing for him. But we that here, we know. So, I mean, it's just that's why I say it baffles me that he's still making it to look that nothing's going on. But deep down, something bad is going on. And if he's not careful, I think the people, the prayer warriors should better push him because I don't know how he's going to get out of this. I really don't know.
Right.
With regards to the 4 wise men, Joanne is the other guy who was just there said, they couldn't have just left that place like that. Yeah, I wouldn't have done that. Even if I was close to Staten, I was not just going to be in haste talking. I was just going to give it time for people to put out their view before I can say something. And I just exactly what they did. If only he had listened to these guys, if only his ego was not getting over him,
right?
His controlling behavior was not over him. Knowing the weight in this case, he would allow these children, these men, to just go ahead with his stuff and stay back. That would have made it look decent. Just what they told me behind the scene,
right?
Agree to it, sit down. In fact, go ahead, go on the platform, make a statement, telling the Liberian people you are off the platform for time indefinite until your case can be okay, or it can be processed. Right. But no, other way he honor her arrest, he has anger bracelet on him. He still want to be in charge, and it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that.
So who betrayed?
Blame these guys.
Who betrayed?
They resigned at the right time.
Who betrayed
I was
who?
on the same thing.
In
as much as what they were doing or listening to him doing some stuff, and they were not talking there because he see maybe he has the money. He's the one controlling everything over there. He will go there and spend 20,000. Who will work for that, Mr. Gilman? You must say here in America, I don't care how you get all the degrees. You can't work for your money and just spend it regularly like that.
Spend it like that, right?
Just give it all anyhow.
Right.
The other person, so then you say, for 50,000, 10,000, for 20,000. For what reason? And if I were one of those guys, I wouldn't have had reason to question him either because he made it look that he put himself together. He made himself self-proclaimed a millionaire. So Mr. Gilman, that's my thing there.
So let me ask you one last question. Who betrayed who?
He betrayed them.
He betrayed them.
Yes.
And they came across. They came across.
They wanted to stay with him, Mr. Gilman. They wanted to stay with him. That's why they started working. They were still talking behind the scenes. If only he had agreed to them, I don't see why people blaming these people.
Right.
I don't know why they're blaming them.
Thank you very much, Blackie Kappa.
Yeah.
Thank
so
you.
That's it. Thank you for having me.
No doubt.
I don't talk much, but yeah, when I
absolutely, this show better go on forever. I think that the first time you call it into the show.
No, I thought so far last year, 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah.
Thank you very much, there from Minnesota. Sophia Blackie Kappa.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you. Let's go to Kentucky and welcome 502-9268.
Hello, Mr. Gilman. I'm driving now. You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
This is Felicia Howard.
Felicia Howard.
Yes.
Welcome. It's been a while since we heard you talk.
I know, it's been a while, right?
Yeah.
I want to tell you, thank you, you and AB. I watched the show from start to end. I was on my way to.
Hold the line. The line is full. Hold the line.
But they're saying about these people, all the documents. I think Mr. Kumi did not finger your document. How I was telling my sister.
Yeah.
I said all the documents, Mr. Gilman, Mr. Kumi did not text them one. Everything is true. And they came out to say every night, Mr. Gilman would say, we don't know what Gilman would say today about us. I watched the show from start. Thank you so much. You give us all the facts. And that's what we need. Because after your show, sometimes I can look at it and say, but then people know, it's raining, so then they can't hear what Mr. Gilman saying about them. It's raining. Because when somebody is talking about you and you can't respond the next day, they can ask, people can say, but it's raining, and what the people can say.
Yeah.
It's raining to you, you can't hear what the credit say. I just want to tell these people, they were all one fight. Some of us love the president. When we hear them talking, our heart, it's just like fire. But you were always there for us. You were there. You remember one time I tell you, I said, Mr. Gemma, the day your people gave you joy, you didn't show you that way down. I went back to that, it was here. Yeah. You been there day one, and you prove it. Marty, I want to just say thank you, because if you friendly with somebody and the person is doing the wrong thing, you call them in the corner to tell them if they don't want to hear it. Yeah. You cannot just walk away. It will take time. It will take time. So when he did the right thing. He took his own time, and he was going to say, why this guy letting the other people go? At the end of the day, he would turn on him. And what was going to happen? Because if you pointing your finger at somebody, at the end of the day, the finger is going back to your face. To you. Yeah. Yes. So at the end of the day, and he was going to stay and not defend those people, he was going to stay on him at the end of the day. So when he's there, he took his own time. Yeah. That was nice. It was necessary to do, because you can't just turn your back on somebody like that. At the same time, people saying that we should pray for him. I told somebody, I said, you know what? I got too much paperwork on God's desk right now. I'm not going to go pray for Center and then he put my paper away. No. God knows why they put a ball outside for. When God put somebody ball outside, now I want her to pray. What about the document will put him on his desk? You must put it aside and pray for her to pray for Center. It don't work that way. Oh. They say he was on the ground and Center on the ground, CDC stepping on his tail. Yeah. If we clap our president, no matter where you are, we will walk in you. We will walk in you. Because all I was right, we suffer. They're sitting down that proper, that people suffering. Hello, we've been suffering all our life. This is the time that people enjoying. I was in Liberia. The people enjoying. How you want them to enjoy? They're not running around for war. The man is trying his best. And in the southeast, we just praying for him to connect that road. When you connect that road, I get a Moira, I tell my car, we step okay, I don't have to say Moira is not Liberia. Yeah. Okay? Right. And they just gonna say they one man, they one man Boston to us. But what will happen when you pay for a job, what will do with you? I just want to tell you and Abby, thank you so much. Thank you. Did it for me. I said I was working, I was there laughing. I said, God, Mr. Gilman, you're on it, but you are asking a tough question then. They don't say no what in my heart. I just want to tell you, thank you, Papa. Thank you. God bless you and your family and the show.
Thank you very much, Miss Felicia Howe. Thank you there from Kentucky. Thank you. Let's go to James Ellis. Ellis, welcome.
Yes. Hi, Mr. Gilman.
Hi, welcome.
Good, how are you?
Fine.
Mr. Gilman, thank you for the show. And you know, the former Justice Minister of Liberia, I call him Jenkins Scott.
Jenkins Scott.
Yeah, I don't want us taking Jenkins Scott and making a religion out of Jenkins Scott, which I call using pagons. And you know, Jenkins Scott. And I'll tell you, because if you understand why how Jenkins Scott end up, how pagon end up, no credibility. Yeah. You see Spoon talk that he went and said negative thing about it. If you don't know
his name, let Jenkins Scott so rest in peace. You can call him grasshopper politician.
Okay, grasshopper politician. You know, if you look at the Spoon talk, right?
Right.
If you look at Ben Senley, I may disagree with Ben Senley, but Ben Senley brought a lot of credibility to that station, to that media.
Right.
Ben would never, if you understand, Ben had never. All the way Ben will disagree with you. Ben will never insult you. Ben will never you invert it. Ben will always push a point. So when I want a young man, we see that we the young people today. Ben young.
Right.
But Stanton today, all taking Ben never that show. Ben a politician. Ben had left that show early. They were coming to say, oh, because the entire Stanton Water School, Ben wanted to rebrand the show. They did the right thing. And I think Stanton was the one that deceived Ben then. The guy Stanton to talk to Ben. You guys say, no, you talk to Ben, talk to chairperson, talk to Dr. P about it. Oh, my man, come on drinking. Oh, my man, good. What's that? He was so disrespectful to his friend, but they were there with him because of friendship. We the Liberian, we had a Liberian people show. So we say thank you for giving all the opportunity to hear our voices. And I'll tell you, maybe we'll be in Liberia at the same time to do our photo registration. I will see you in Liberia. Very soon we'll be there. Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Gilman, for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you very much. Let me say thanks to Mas SP Pelu. He said, Mr. Gilman, thanks for pushing these 4 Hebrew brothers to resign from Spoon. I'll drop the mic with 1,000 stars. Thank you very much, Mas SP Pelu. Thank you. You always do that. Let's go to the next speaker here, Joyce Lomage Wim.
Hello, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah, welcome.
I ain't call to talk to my, I call to say your head and thank you. But the question, I only get a question on one person. The other time I saw the assignment you went on, you need to retreat and come back because in 2023 we need you here. Don't just be keeping the assignment or you can't get a report.
No, I always start giving my report.
You started making report.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because the other day I tried to call, I couldn't get through. So today I made sure I call all my phone call to get to you. Okay, AB need to come by the assignment. The 2023 they need to bring report.
They will bring their report. They all on special assignment. They are in the DDD department. They're working.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mr. GILMAN, how are you? The 2G.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Doing very well.
And
Thank you.
Women face that women on the set. How you doing, Papa?
Thank you very much, Joyce. Thank you. Let's go to New Haven, Connecticut. Wilton Ketter, welcome.
Thank you, Brother Gilman. Mr. Gilman, the show today was beautiful on Freedom Radio. I watched it from start to finish.
Right.
But there are some things that other guys said over there, and I hear us repeating it on this show. One of the things that was said about Stanton and Kev, that Stanton threw Kev on the bus. And I'm thinking, how did Stanton throw Kev on the bus? It was because Stanton said Kev said somebody from the higher up in the government told him to leave the network. That's why each thing that Stanton threw Kev on the bus. I think we should call things by how it is. Did not throw Kev on the bus. Stanton lied. People want to be politically correct, and that's why they were saying on the show he threw. No, he didn't throw. He lied.
He lied on Kev. He lied on the government. Yeah.
He lied on the government, and Eugene Fagon also lied on the government. Let people here, let me tell you something. The common man on the street, the common men and women are selling the Bilabo on the street. You didn't know what they call throw money on the bus. And in America here, if you and myself discuss something in confidence, and you go and you see someone out there, you throw me on it, that will call throw on the bus. It's true that I said it. It's true that I said it, and you will other you throw another person. That's what we call throw on the bus. Right. So you're trying to tell us in America that Kev actually, or somebody from the government actually told Kev that he should withdraw from. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. And I think then they should be honest with this conversation. They want to be politically correct, and that's sad. It's about time that they come very, very clean. I know what they said one of the day. It came from their heart. It was true, but it should be straight to the point, moving forward. Right. And very objective in the new endeavor. But at the end of the day, like I told them on Spoon before, I see you guys are young people. You guys cannot be pushing and pointing finger at the people that are there now, deceptively or spinning all lies, and then thinking that when you come there, you'll be the change agent for everything. No, right? Because you guys don't start. How can we build a vibrant society? How can we build our future that we're fighting for today with deception? It means we will enter the future with deception. There will be a vicious cycle, right? And we should stop that from now. So let them come clean and see it for what it is. Stanton lied on Kev. He lied on the government and called it for what it is. Mr. Fagon, Eugene Fagon, the grasshopper politician, want to be pastor.
Yeah.
You understand? Want to be fortune teller and all, lie on the government. They call it for what it is, and no political correctness here. And I don't want to go into Stanton legal case. Look, let me tell you one thing. I don't care how we go up and come down and preach it and try to analyze it. At the end of the day, when the American justice system comes down, like two things gonna happen. One or two things gonna happen. Either you're acquitted or you go to jail for 20 years. Or maybe a defeat happens, you'll drop it to Kenya.
Right.
No if and end around it. We saw it with the other political leaders like Kenya, and was so tight on him. We know what happened when it happened. That was history.
Your brother next door to you from Boston, Massachusetts, Henry Doe, trended earlier on, said that he sent some family members or friends to West Africa to go and get some juju molly men and to come to America and pray to change the outcome of the case. You say
Well,
what?
you know what? When we were growing up, it was a Voodoo can come, African witch can come overseas. They can try over the ocean, can come inside.
Right.
But they can bring all the lazo and whatever they want to bring. The case that Stanton is in is not a very small case because in fact, it was on all major networks in America.
It continued to be.
All major networks, and they continue to be.
Right.
And this is, when it comes to, American election, some of the things that had to be based around is health. Health. One of the main things to talk about is health, right? Health infrastructure, but health can be there as a priority too. For somebody to come and play with the people's health system, right. You think they're going to sit down and let it go? And when they're putting you see FBI putting helicopter in the air, they're on the ground.
Yeah, I was surprised, but we said it here. But to have heard Dr. Peabody talk about that.
Confirm it, yep.
Yeah, to say, man, when I saw that thing, helicopter, police, I didn't read him, my man, I think he was scared more than Henry Costa. Henry Costa said, Bwaga, I'm scared, Bwaga. Yeah, when the FBI come for you, Bwaga, man, I'm scared for Stanton. I'm scared.
But that's the reality, and moving forward.
Yeah.
The narrative moving forward, I think, like you said, they got something coming out soon. They're gonna be appearing on the platform. They're gonna, be on different radio stations here and there. I think it shouldn't be where you're gonna hear the more narrative. That $16 billion got missing, $25 million this, and probably out shoot at $11,000 and all that. We don't want to hear those things because now it will make us even get angry more. We want to hear truth. We want to hear information that will educate our people, that will elevate the conversation, and that will move our country forward. Because spoon talk, to be honest with you, it was a place of gossip. They say lies. And Kev had to be on the defensive every time when those lies were told on spoon. Most of the time, there were lies, there were deception. You understand? And our panelists came and panelists left. They brought opposition, they couldn't stand it, they fought, and they left. And people came and people left, and those four guys stayed their ground. But again, like I said, Mr. Gilman, we should call it for what it is. When someone lies, look into the eyes. I don't care how old or young they can be, and they say, you are a liar.
You're a liar. In my Ellen Johnson Shirley voice, that's a L-I-E. Lie.
Blatant lie.
Blatant lie.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Geta. No doubt. Thank you. Let's go to the gentleman here. Af Ross. Welcome. After Ross, we're going to do some analysis among our team here tonight. Tamasa Solo Senior and Mr. Jerome Gilman. Don't confuse the people, Gilman. Av Ross.
All right.
Oh. We lost him there. Apparently, probably he just wanted to listen in. We lost him there. But let's go to Jerry Say, my brother. Jerry Say, my young brother there, who said, Mr. Gilman, you think I can bring stand up to my house to see my fine wife?
Jerry Say.
Jerry.
Hey, listen.
Hold on, gentlemen. Yeah, Jerry, you there?
Well, I can make my point up.
Yeah, mute your lines, gentlemen. Mute your lines. Jerry, hold on one second. Av Ross is back with us. Let's go to Av. Yeah.
Jerry, there.
You gotta mute your line. Mute your line. I'm getting feedback.
Yeah. Mute
the video. Mute the video. Somebody get that video open. You want to mute that video? Av Ross, welcome.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
No doubt.
Yeah. What I saw today, I just saw a group of young men being set free because, and I saw some level of burden being removed from the shoulder because I'm in line for 5 years. It's burdensome. And hello.
Yeah, we're hearing you. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then but I understand Kev been there, working on behalf of the good guys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so every time you turn in, it's almost like the whole show against Kev alone.
Right.
But I believe what they said today. Now they have the opportunity to rewrite,
history.
The history, because all I have known them for is for telling lies, because the Spoon Show have been mostly based on denigrating the government of Liberia.
Right.
And by so doing, they missed the opportunity for 5 years to show the Liberian people what the opposition can do. And they missed that opportunity. And this is the reason why come October 10th, it's just one blow. Let the guy who said one blow.
Yeah, one blow. Yeah.
It's just going to be a one blow defeat.
Yep.
There is no match right now because the opposition missed the opportunity to tell the Liberian people what they can do for them. So Ben Savvy and the rest of the guys, they have just turned a new page. So let them take the time, because if we're going to go into election, we want to vote based on facts, not lies.
Yeah.
The Liberian people want to make that decision based on facts, not lies.
Not lies.
So I thank you very much for the show today. You and Abraham make a great team, and I pray that you guys keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Favor Pudi, Mr. Gilman, please take a little time off, man, or else I'll tell my auntie to sleep on the other side of the bed.
Don't do that. No,
okay. I will hear you. I will hear you. Okay, Favor Pudi. Yeah. Let's go to Jerry Say. Mr. Say, welcome.
Hey, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Mr. Gilman.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, am I audible?
Loud and clear.
Okay. Mr. Gilman, I tried calling today. I placed my call in several times, but like your line was so busy. So
yeah,
I couldn't get you. Yeah, but the first thing I wanted to tell those guys is I think they are holding back. They are holding back a lot of information. The reason is they are still being afraid of people saying the trade steps. So there are things they are still holding on to. And I can't blame them for that.
And if you have that mindset, what question will you ask regarding those things that they are holding back on?
I will ask them for what reason they're holding back. Because the reason I said that is Jeff was about to call on me. Jeff was about to say something.
Yeah.
If
it was on the face as the issue show that they got pushed to the point that heard Ben saying when he was with President Weah, there were people calling. And he never wanted to mention their name. People who are saying all kinds of things around. There were people calling. You understand? If I call some of these people's names, you won't believe it. You understand? Yeah. And it was on our show, on our platform today that they were pushed to the point. I think they were pushed, they were almost beyond their limit to say something. But maybe they are planning not to say things, so they held on and kept wanting to call names and then said, we planned it, we promised not to do certain things. You understand? Right. And so I was calling today to tell them while you guys are still holding on, it is them that were being discussed on the spoon talk. It is them that was being discussed. Those people on that side are not holding back. They are at a point of destroying these guys. They want to destroy them to the point and make them look irrelevant to the whole process and make them be the bad people in this whole thing. When the fact is, these guys held on. Let me tell you, not many people will stay on our platform when the kind of thing are happening over there. When the very first time that indictment dropped, not many people will stay. Because of government, you ring that bell on GST for every night. You ring that bell. But because of friendship, I think because of friendship, they were there. And one thing they said is that they were trying to rebrand, you understand, to get the face, that spent on face from the whole stuff. And that's what the spoon talk can continue. Even though people will look at it, he spent on stuff on his station, what I mean, however you may want to call it. But they were trying to restore some credibility on our show, some more on our show. Let me tell you something. Those guys have been going through pain on our show. Behind the scenes, even behind scenes, they have been discussing. Right. Because I heard them say, this guy will wrong you and he will not say sorry. Because come on. Yeah. Can you work with somebody who will wrong you over and over and will not tell you sorry? Yeah. One day when I say, I heard I want on focus on Liberia last night. And when I tell you sorry, and you still be willing to work with the person, so those guys have been seeing that from a different angle. It's just that they were stuck into that web, that particular platform. They were stuck into it. And you understand? Right. So, or something like that to get out of it was a difficult thing. And I almost do something from where I heard Kat saying, you understand, the way the platform started going, the way Spoon Talk started going, you didn't like it. It's because people that are grasshopper politicians entered that Spoon Talk and was about to send his anger. I don't think I want to establish that platform for. Right. You saw from whence the king. You understand? Those guys started acting from I think about Bible something. Then I said, do how to call it? How to call it, bless the child or something. They started it from there and then they grabbed and take that into politics. You understand? But then for somebody to come down with personal issue, personal anger, and come get it on our platform, and that's why the CEO steps too far. He agreed to it. I think that one of the reasons that they kept God really kind of back off on that stuff. Because it was like, yeah, that's how a politician was going back to back, and that man was like just fighting the government, and that's why he was there for. And let me tell you something. I almost do something today. Those guys, when I tell you they or paying for view, they are paying for view. Today again, they had 4,000. Mr. GILMAN, I told you one time I was watching Spoon Talk, right? And they were at 2,200. It jumped from 2,200 to 4,200. I've never seen even Joe Biden addressing the American people or addressing the world. I've never seen a number jump like that. From 2,000 to 4,000. They can go 2,001, 2,002, 2003. And coming all fast. They will move like that. And from 2,200
Straight to
to
4,000.
4,200.
Yeah.
No, that thing made me scary. And I started pointing at it up. And some of my friends who are going on spoon talk, they look at it, they follow it, they say it was true. So the people behind you. Look at the person that on spoon talk today. They have 4,000. Let me tell you, those guys that left spoon talk, they were reason for spoon talk to even get 1,000. The number 1,000. They got there. And spoon talk get 4,000. Plus, with Fagon there, we see 5 of the patient nonsense people there, and other people are there. And that's already great. Who is sure you get 2,000 watching, sitting out over there, and 4,000 watching, they buy view, they pay for view. And I want I still doing. Thank you, Mr. John. Me, you have a chance to talk.
Thank you very much. Absolutely.
That's a long time to talk.
No doubt. Thank you very much, Jerry say. Let me take Amadou Dagabui Blend. Dagabui, welcome. Amadou.
Gilman.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah, welcome.
How are you?
Great, great.
Yeah, yeah. And good evening to everybody also. Mr. Gilman, I think those guys needs to publicly apologize to the Liberian people and the war for what they have done over the years.
Yeah.
Because I think that programs was there to create instability in Liberia.
Radio Kigali.
And yes, I think that was their purpose. It was all about dislodging the current government and implement their goals. But thank God, it did not work.
Yeah.
So they should publicly apologize for their doing before they be accepted, before anybody listening to their rebranding or whatever they plan to do or they may do in the future.
Right.
Because for me, I have no more credibility in any of them forever.
But do you believe what they said?
I believe some, I don't believe some. I think there's something still under their sleeves. Except for maybe
what did they say that you didn't believe or you don't believe?
They are not popularly admitted to the Liberian people that most of them are saying one lies, especially about their so-called 16 billion standards and 25 million and all other things they've been saying about our president. Because if a credible institution like Pro who come out and say this government has nothing to do with $16 billion, but even though there was some discrepancy from the root of the whole thing, which they kept pushing. It was Spoon, one of the main platforms that pushes things for other petty platforms to enforce it. Seriously, Mr. Gamer. So, and because of that, I think that they didn't really formulate everything. They still have something in them that we need to hear. But however, I thank you so much, Mr. Gamer. It is because of this platform. This digger is the sharpest in the world. It's because of their platform some of these things happen. And I used to say they were just buying time. It was just a matter of time.
Yeah.
But I know they were going to collapse.
Wow.
I know that. And there's another platform that will collapse too. I don't want to call names, but they will collapse.
And then you say the guys did not call names.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't want to call names too.
Okay. Oh, you know what I'm talking. There are many platforms out there, Mr. Gamer, but the number one, the Costa Show.
Yeah.
That platform will collapse. I will start with that.
Right.
That particular platform will collapse because right now, when I'm passing through, sometimes when I look at it, they don't even know where to start.
No.
Or where to end. And that's what God does.
Yeah.
You see, we keep telling the people, this president is not just ordinary person. You're leaving alone.
Leave him
They
alone.
don't listen.
Yeah.
They don't listen. Imagine if people can criticize the building of a state of the art hospital in my native land, where I was born in the highlands of Bapolo. They say that's not important.
Yeah.
That's not important, but all the old hospital are not trying to and blah, blah, blah. If you don't have the structure, how will you have a hospital?
Right.
So I don't know, Mr. Gilman, but anyway,
Thank you.
we are standing, we are watching,
right,
and we pray for the good for our country. All we want is peace, peace, and peace. Thank you.
No doubt. Thank you very much, Amadou Dagabi Bland. Madel Williams, welcome to you. Sarah Dopo, they blocked me because I noticed from 1,500 straight to 3,500. And when I mentioned it, they blocked me. Ego. Sorry for that, all right, Miss Dopo. Joseph Yanti, Mr. Gilman, and our sister from Australia, Rachel Chapin, Mr. Solo, many thanks for the great service you have demonstrated to us, the Liberian people. Let God continue to strengthen you people and continue to dig more and more. Zayangla Azango, welcome to you there. Let's go to the nation's capital, Washington, D.C., and welcome the gentleman, Sunday T. Washington. Washington, welcome.
Okay, I mean, you gave me some big title, gentlemen. Thank you, sir.
You want me to call you Lady Man?
You call me crew, man. High-headed man will be fine.
High-headed crew, man.
touchy.
You may you.
Basically, I'm not calling to gloat, but what I always say is everything you have said has come out truthfully.
Right.
And from this point now, as you said, he goes to court either April 4th or April 8th. And I will say it again, let's sit on it, like the egg, kind of how the chicken egg, let the chicken egg sit on the hand,
right,
and let it get warm up. When the court they come out, like we suspect he might either plead guilty for lesser charges or go to court. And they come
for
to
lesser sentence. The charges are already there.
Yeah, lesser sentence.
Yeah.
And if he plead guilty, then we'll say, there it is right there.
Yeah, right there.
So, yeah, so let's leave it alone. And one of the reasons why I call is Mr. Gilman still on the phone?
Yeah, he's there.
Jerome Gilman?
Yeah, Jerome is there.
Could you ask him to confirm our previous conversation with Mr. Stanton's, one of his benefactor of his general donation to a little girl, Gibson? What are the short man, what's his name? George Tomley clarified the statement he made about the short man.
Uh-huh.
What are the short man, that the short man is being monitored? Did George Tomley clarify it? Because he said he was going to clarify on some other program he was going to appeal on. He said we misquoted him last night.
You misquoted him.
So if you can ask Mr. Gilman to clarify.
You got the question? You understood?
Yes, yes. This morning I posted that Alexander Cummings was under surveillance by the United States federal government, Homeland Security.
Right.
As per Tomlin George. On FOL, Tomlin George said he was in flight or in transit going somewhere. And somebody tapped him on the shoulder and told him and showed him a passport picture of Mr. Cummings and Stanton Weatherspoon, and said, do you know that these guys are under surveillance? Do you know what's going on? And he said he was shocked.
Mm-hmm.
So I posted this morning and I'm saying, and I said that Mr. Cummings was or is under surveillance. And most of his supporters came after me, including my own good friend, Teola Gibson, posted a photograph of Mr. Cummings at the, I think on Capitol Hill lobby. And then I retorted. I told her, I said, being surveilled doesn't mean you'll be denied of freedom of movement. You can move around, but they are following you wherever you go, whatever you do.
Right. Like the way Jida had a camera.
The way
we pick him up at the airport on his way to Ghana.
That's correct.
This is Jida Hatta candid camera, the global camera. It picked up Alexander Cummings on his way to Accra, Ghana, and from New York. And we're gonna show him. This is him right here, where his luggage is carry on bag with him there. We're gonna show you him when he enter the flight. Okay. This is Cummings when he entered the flight and took his seat. Okay. Jida Hatta camera was right there. we took him from the security checkpoint with TSA and then into the plane.
So has he made a clarification? He didn't today.
Not yet. Not that I know of. He has not made a clarification. And I've been waiting for him to make a clarity. He has not. So I told Theola Gibson until Tomlin George make that clarification, the post remains. And this post is still up until he makes that clarification. And is that
Mr. Gilman?
Yes.
On the show yesterday, watching the two of you, I think somewhat or somehow make it clear that even felt that he himself was under surveillance.
That's correct.
And he said, my guy that I know that work for Homeland Security also tipped me off and said, my man, you need to stay clear of these guys because they are under surveillance. So that's the thing that actually make me more afraid of the Stanton issue. And he don't have the criminal indictment information, but somebody get him and tell that he's working with, even he himself is a risk for just saying it, because he was saying it just to clear himself that this thing doesn't end with spoon. That's what he was trying to say. So it can't get any clearer than that until the FBI, because when FBI surveilling you and they're trying to reveal something to you, they're trying to threaten you, which means you are not important. One, two, they want you to flip. They did that to Alfred Sule. They want you to flip and turn against their own guy, Stanton, because they can give you less sentence on that. Even though you're not going to walk free, but instead of getting 25 to life, you might get 9 or 8.
7 to 10. Yeah, between 7 to 10. Yeah.
Between that, So look, Mr. Gilman, I want to think, if you listen to Ben Savage today, I would say they are all victims. Look at Timothy George. After you broke the story, even though he little bit shined it to say that Valentine's Day when he got blocked, he called the guy and whatsoever. No, when you broke the story here, he talked to Stanton, but Stanton dismissed him.
Dismiss him, yeah. That's the word he used.
Yeah. He said it on the freedom of focus on Liberia.
Yeah, he did.
FOL. He said the guy dismissed me. He said that gossip, whatever. They don't bring it to me.
With the documents,
intellectual guy,
with the documents in hand, court document. Yeah.
Germany George is a smart guy, a good writer. You just dismiss the guy like that.
Yeah.
And he look at it, so they were trapped already. Even Ben Savvy. Ben said, "We'll go to meeting." He said, "This one cannot happen." The man will come down and say, "Oh, I was born May 4th. So whatever I say, that one I believe in. Who cares if you were born December 25th? I was born Christmas Day. So Jesus Christ? No. But that's what they were dealing with. But since they already stepped into that pool, they are stuck. And one, the credibility issue is there. Two, they got friendship. That what guys, our senior brother Kev, in closet, because he was like Aaron Kelly now. He trapped in the closet. He had to lie to his boys just to keep the relationship amended so that they can move forward. But when Stanton look at him and say, "No, I'm not going to shoot you in the kneecap. I'm going to shoot you in the belly." When he shot Kev in the belly, Kev said, "What? Say you don't kill me?"
the Boston General can treat it, I'm leaving.
Right.
Boys.
Thank
Will
you,
not
Solo
have food,
Senior.
then that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Let me give the brother chance, Sonny Washington, to conclude his thoughts. Washington, come back to you. If he's not ready, I'm going to read some comments from the YouTube channel here, and then we're going to come back to Tomasa and Jerome Gilman and you as well. The lines remain open. Oh, no, we got a gentleman on the WhatsApp line from Germany, Dario Macario. Welcome. Dario Macario. We lost that line there. So let me read the comments here from the YouTube. Rachel Howard, Mr. Gilman, it's me, Rachel Lawrence. Just trying the YouTube. All right, Dario.
Hello, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah, your background. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was driving my machine. I guess in the park.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Gilman. Let me say hello to you and the CFN family and the GHC. Mr. Gilman, we say thank you for the information providing us every day. You know, my main focus is on Eugene Fangon. I'm feeling for Eugene Fangon because this guy, I always comment on, I always call him Mr. Loser. Each time I'm commenting on his show, I always say Mr. Loser because someone who carry that spirit of losing, just imagine as soon as he went on the spoon talk when this thing broke up, he changed to even leave the spoon talk. And you see his friends, his good friends, one of the person who I really respect on that spoon talk, Kev Assan, Ben Savvy. I really respected two guys on that spoon talk.
Yeah.
Despite sometimes Ben Savvy, he would disagree with with Kev Assan. But when he make it analysis, sometimes he make it logical. He don't go personal with people who come.
Right.
Ben Savvy is someone who really, I see him a real educator. He really, I really admire him when he on the spoon talk at times. And Kev Assan, you know, Kev Assan is a very wise man. He speaks wisely, and sometimes it's beyond spoon thinking. How can speak? But you see, say Eugene Fangon refused to leave the spoon talk because of shame. Instead, that he has seen somewhere where he can go and denigrate our government. And when he went there, out of a certain thing changed around, and he changed where he will go again. Nowhere, because when spoon talk losing, no one get time for Eugene Fangon.
No.
So I just asked Eugene Fangon to stay hard and go do a cartoon work back. They will always call him loser. He's a student of loser.
Right.
So he shouldn't take it for granted. And our president is God choosing one, that God choose the president for us. You will not say you're going against our president. We always tell people you're stop going against them, man. Because the more you take your time to say you're going against him, your disgrace will just come very easy and you're not understand. They say only God can come mock your head. So if you say you're going against our president, God will comb your hair and you'll not know how it happened. So we're saying to them, thanks for those who left the Spoon platform. Thanks, Ben Savvy, Dr. Peabody, and the other guys. We say thanks to Honorable Kev Assan. We say thank you for the fight that you did for CDC. CDC will forever honor you. And we say we're there for you every time, Mr. Kev.
Absolutely.
We respect your fight that you did for us. And we're there for you. We say welcome back to any of our platforms. We will listen to you every time because we believe in your fight. We know your fight is a righteous fight. You're not fighting because you want money, but you're fighting because you want to see Mama Labira proud. You want to see Mama Labira beautiful. You want to see Mama Labira that we can be proud when we go anywhere we're calling ourselves Liberians. We're not shy to call ourselves Liberians. So we say thank you, Mr. Kerr. So thank you for the time.
Thank you very much, Dario Macario. Henry Doe. Alexander Cummings carries an American passport. He always transits in Ghana or Freetown to avoid Liberian immigration. Know he's a foreigner. Stephen Kier, I spoke with Wild Michael to place a phone call to one of the subjects who I met over the weekend in Maryland. He has more insights to reveal from our conversation. And I did make that call, and Mr. Kia, thank you for that. Favor L. Morris, welcome to you. Said thanks, callers. Joseph Yanti, Mr. Gilman, I forgot to say this. In town of truth and honesty, there is no spot for a house of lies and deception. Laura Askey, only God can comb monkey hair. Only God can comb monkey hair. Blue Gria, Amanda Bangalo, J. Hawaji, Masekwa, Regina Dan, Sao Kamara, Susie Lamadan, Comfort Suba, Elizabeth Tujra, Benu Fode, Teddy Michael, Sandro Dolly, Benetta Chie, Thomas Jones Gay from Minnesota, my brother. I owe you a call. So Fire Blai Kappa, Paul Mel Lawyer, Ruben Kane, welcome to all of you. Dominic Wardlow Slewion, welcome to you there as well. Okay. This lady called back. Let me see what she wants. Joyce Lomaga Wim. And that,
the man said, who can come monkey hair? That one I want to listen to.
that Laura Askey said, only God can comb monkey hair.
That the one I didn't want to say, I want to go.
Is it monkey hair always?
People are very powerful. People are want to understand.
Monkey hair always straight. You don't know who doing it. It gotta be God.
Look, Anthony Hill and when they get all kinds of deep parables, when Anthony lay down, it can be very precise to the issue.
Right.
Wow.
Thank you very much, Joyce. Tamasa.
Yeah, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah. what did he make of the calls on here tonight?
Wow, there have been like tons of calls, and from different angles, it's been very huge.
Right.
Yeah, very, very huge. I think the idea, from many of our people, they would just see what is unfolding currently from the Spoon Talk and looking at the four men, who came up quite recently to break tie with the Spoon, and their own analysis, why the damage control now they are on now, and all these things are ongoing. I mean, our people are spoken, in different categories, but generally on one, since I think the lies, that continue, that came up from the Spoon Network, and looking at these four men, initially people refer to them as the four wise men, but no, we only have only one wise man.
One wise man.
Only one that we have, and that is on the GHT currently. The four men, I think, this is my own opinion, but I think they are the four unwise men. Because if you tie your integrity on the basis on few things that serve as the motivation for you to go on the show, and you go on the show, but you don't have your own personal guide that will guide you, that when something is going across the lines, and you have no guts to call out, individuals, especially the owner of the show, and to differ with him respectfully and provide, the way you see things, and you give, your own analysis on that. It's been, it is something that I've just been looking at. But there are a few factors, Mr. Gilman.
Right.
The wisest man ever to live on this planet, that is Solomon. He said, that the rich will rule over the poor. And also the borrower will be a servant to the lender. So just see the Spoon, based on our analysis, what Solomon has said.
Yeah.
It continues to place today, that the rich will always have some control over the poor, and the borrower will always be like a beggar or a servant to the lender. You know, and there's one other person, you know, I really admire, you know, he's one of my role model, you know, the late. Sometimes when I listen to it, I say, wow. He said, you know, in the economy of human influence.
The late who?
The late Dr. Miles Monroe.
Miles Monroe.
Yeah. He said, in the economy of human influence, he said, trust is a currency. So I'm bringing this thing up for people to get tired and to see why somebody will be somewhere. And if you say that, look, I love this person, and the man that owns that particular network, let's assume that what Gilman is, Mr. Gilman is there. And I love Ambassador George Weir, and I love the CDC. And I view trusting the platform of Mr. Michael Gilman to understand what is Mr. Michael Gilman's motivation to open the GST. What does he want to achieve? What information does he want to disseminate? And if I can see that those things are not aligning to my own morals and ethical standards, why would I be there? Because why we, you know, so I try to rationalize. Is that because when it comes to the economy of human influence, you know, the trust have been destroyed today because there will be no way that you'll be on the truth because the trust have been gone.
Right.
Because the variant, the face of that institution has a serious character default.
It does.
So why would I be there? But then why were you there all the time? When, let's forget about the callers that will come and attack the government. That one is normal. But the man that owns the show, the man that opened that particular station, will open his wide mouth and insult government officials to the extent that he will cross the line going to the president.
Yeah.
But I love this president, and I sat there, and I will not even say, call this man up. I said, look, Mr. Man, you own the show. But this is not true. And I provide the way forward. Why would you want to hang there? Is that because now people are leaving the band, something, then they're running away? Because in the economy of human influence, when trust is a currency,
It's no longer the currency, yeah.
the trust was not dumping, but the indictment, it is the hammer that took these guys out of this thing. All the other one that they're explaining is there to, you know, build up their own thing and get themselves involved to come back to life. But one advice for these brothers, whenever you have a serious character damage, if you want to rebuild your character, the first thing you need to do, one of the callers says something like that, and it's true. Your first thing is you must admit all the wrong, all the things. Take responsibility.
Right.
If you can take that responsibility and you call for help, you call for help. It is not they're jumping in, you want to open another, you want to jump to another station and go sit down there and what of you? No. The things that this Witherspoon guy have already planted, people have already been consumed into that. It will take time. So the first thing they need to set first and go for retreat. Not to be jumping around. They to go for retreat. They sit down to go for retreat and they reevaluate themselves. Why would they be somewhere that this guy will go and manipulate story? If you say unknowing to you, no problem. But some of the things that you know about it, and you said, and you said nothing. And you said nothing. But one thing I want to bring across our people, we can't fight for George Weir. Nobody can fight for George Weir. We are fighting for ourselves. George Weir have fought for himself and God went behind him and he reached to there.
Right.
So they say we're fighting for George. No, we're not fighting for George. We are fighting for ourselves, for our children and the unborn. George Weah has already fought for himself and God backing up. And that's why he is where he is. So we're not fighting for him. We are fighting for ourselves.
We are fighting for ourselves.
So we need to reevaluate ourselves and understand what we stand for. What kind of program you put around your own self? That you have it as your own integrity. That I can be friend with whosoever, but when you reach that, to be able to back up and call you out. Yes, it is good sometimes to reproach behind the scene and approach in public. But when you reproach behind the scene, and if it is not working, then you should reproach in the public, that the people know your stance.
Right.
And all this thing I'm saying, careful, all the guys and this. And for me, I'm concerned about cash. I'm concerned about Ben Senvi then. You got Pastor, the message Pastor, Pastor P. Bali. You sat there as a pastor, you know that the Bible says that the truth will set you free. And the man go and manipulate story, and you're laughing because why you want to hang out with the big guys. And some these are the guy motivation. They got motivated, so even when the lies come, they don't want to go. Because they believe that the area is highly influential. They believe that there where the big guys go to sit and discuss with them. And these are selfish behavior. And these are behavior that took Liberia backward. Because people put their own selfish interest and they're dumping the truth because of their own selfishness. Because they want to be influential. They want to hang out with the big guys. And they forget about the truth. And today now, because that truth has been broken, and they got to find a way to flee. I don't buy that. I got a different opinion, Mr. Gilman.
Delano Tamasa.
Nobody fought for George Weah. We fought for ourselves.
Yeah. Thank you
for George Weah.
Thank you very much, Tamasa. Joyce, let me get Wim. Did you hear Tamasa have returned to work? He been digging. Let's go to Canada. Let's go to Canada and welcome the lady Gati Kari Passaway. Miss Passaway, welcome to you there on the WhatsApp line. You have to unmute yourself, Gati.
Gilman.
Yeah, welcome. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, Mr. Gilman. Thank you for having me. I decided to not call, but then when Tamasa spoke,
yeah,
the courage to call. If you notice today on AB show, I trended a lot on Ben Samvi.
Right.
And my reason for that is that, I mean, they may have come to tell us what was going on behind Spoon, but even the blind man or the man who couldn't hear knew what was going on Spoon TV, because I watched Spoon TV a couple of times and the next thing I saw myself reporting them. But anyway, Ben Samvi is now out of Spoon TV, and he sat on that platform today and said his son is going to go to school with no student loan, and his wife is driving an electric car. And what I said to him was, I know you got some ambition to become somebody in Liberia, because we all want to do that.
Right.
As a human being that travel out of the country. So me, I want to go back to Liberia one day and drive the electric car your wife driving here. So the money you owe the Liberian people and you acknowledge it, I heard that. Why don't you come out and make payment plan to pay this money? The bank is asking for people to pay this money.
Right.
You guys, you know, they should not come back and cover up the same thing. They were bashing us, they bashing the supporters of President Weah, the seditionists. They were bashing people, saying that they are supporting corrupt government. So now your CEO has been caught in whatever situation he's in that he will deal with the American government. You guys are coming out and want to have integrity for us to listen to your. So for me, in order to listen to people like that, I want to make sure that the poor people in Liberia, what was taken from them should be given to them. And I would say that to anybody who were in Liberia during early time, that everybody know that took money from the country. If they come back and now say, oh, you know, I'm a Liberian, I want to do this, especially after you tell me your child in America will go to school without student loan, when we all just still struggling to live in this country, that means you got the money to pay the Liberian people money back. The people are suffering according to your CEO. So my only thing with that was Ben Savvy today. Our brother Kev, I had an issue, but you know, I grew up in Birmingham Hills, and I know him somehow. I'm not gonna go hard on him, but I remember when Mr. Gilman went on him during the Zolizo case, you know.
Yeah.
And I know they were covering up for this man. They love him and whatever. We will forgive them for that. And for me, I will forgive them because they had to do what they had to do. But they need to prove to us that, or maybe like Tamasa say, maybe they should take a little retreat. Don't just jump into the election campaign coming and then you will say things that people will look at you on the other side. You can have your show, but like campaigning, you guys need to be careful. You have to have a gray area because not everybody trusts you yet.
Wow.
Thank you, Mr. Gamer.
No doubt. Thank you very much. Strong words there from Gati Kari. Passed away. Miss passed away is out of Canada. Let's go right back to Canada and welcome Washington from Canada. Washington, welcome.
Yeah, how about you, Mr. Gamer?
I'm great.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for the job. Well done.
Right.
Just want to take this time to say thanks to everybody that called this line and contributed their own quota towards what we're discussing. But when I listen to majority of those that are talking, the issue here has to do with integrity. That's the word I'm hearing. Now, there are some great philosophers say something because I'm a student of sciences anyway. According to Socrates said, a man who preserves his integrity, no real long-lasting harm can ever come. That is Socrates. Now, according to Plato, he said, integrity is your destiny. It is the light that guides your way. Now, these great philosophers, I've just quoted them when it comes to integrity.
Yeah.
You see, one time on one of these shows, on one of these things, I think it was on this Spoon show, when this whole thing started with Staten Waterspoon problem started. I had a text there. I said something. I said, well, right now, Spoon Talk is like there's a credibility problem, and the owner has been indicted. So there's a credibility problem.
Right.
Somebody came under my post. I don't really know who said this, but somebody came very hard and said, well, and said, you yourself here, you lack integrity because there's a conflict of interest. What are you doing here? Because he even said, use some negative words on me. So I just laughed and I went back to the person. I said, well, it has nothing to do with lacking conflict of interest. It's the truth. He has been indicted. That is the truth.
Right.
So since he's indicted, I'm speaking the truth. That indeed is centered around credibility problem. So it has nothing to do with conflict of interest. It has nothing for me being here. But the truth is that he's indicted. So don't tell me that it's conflict of interest. He's indicted and it beclouds or credibility problem. The person now came back with me and a comment again. Then on the same thing, I think on the show again, there's a little, I know Tiola Gibson or whosoever,
right.
Right. There's a text. I went under there. I said, well, and right now, Dr. Richardson is like, have taken over the show, and it's like running ANC propaganda, or it's like ANC propaganda. Then she came on him. She said, "Yeah, yes." Say yes, there is a point. Then I went back. I said, "No, there's no point." She has been very deceptive.
Right.
Now, I went back to the Tiola Gibson. I said, "No, there's no point." She has been very deceptive. You know, Dr. Richardson is like, she is, for me, she's 40. The role she plays is like a deception. Right now, it seems to be like she controls Spoon and to run the quote-unquote ANC propaganda. That's how I look at it. That's been very deceptive to our colleagues. It was not proper. But let me come to the real issue about these guys leaving Spoon. You know, I think that was one of the best decisions, decision I've been, Dr. Richardson and Dr. Peabody, Tumali, and then Kev go too. Yes, it was a salient decision they took. Now, this is it. I hear a lot of people on many platforms talking a lot of things. I even listened to one other platform where one lady said they shouldn't have said anything. They act like women. Why they should go from situation to situation talking? You kidding me? They are the women, full-grown men, above 40 know themselves. You think these people don't know what it means to be indicted? Just like a look on you are indicted. It's a dark cloud hanging over you. You don't know the repercussion when it comes to America, Uncle Sam, with the kind of crime. You know, and these people are fighting their own, people have their own family to take care of, they have their own image to protect. Then they shouldn't come out to speak when they had a lot of stooges they sent to say a lot of things that they forgone, that people get speaking this, speaking that. You mean the people couldn't come out to speak? They should be mute? It was wrong. So the right in the day to speak out. And the decision they took was a salient decision. And they came to speak out to make it.
Did you believe them?
To explain their part and make it clear.
Right. Did you believe
so it was
them?
good of them.
Did you believe them? The interview today.
110%. 110%.
Right.
I believe them.
Did they win over detractors, people whose minds were made up that they are betrayers? And did they win anybody over to their side?
Of course, yes. They want people that stand for integrity. They want people that stand for the truth. They want people that stand for being fair in doing what you're doing.
Right.
They want those people on their side. Unless those whose minds are made up, because we know this is a political system, everybody have their side, and some people it's a joy to them. I don't want to call names here. But majority of the people that know better, that are level-headed, they want them. Because why? You know why? Look, Mr. Gilman, you see me, so I believe in integrity. I believe in speaking the truth. And even with what happened among them, people saying Staton did and knew this, we all knew what we also Staton behavior. Very arrogant, very, very, very semi-smart a character. He's very let me say he's a semi-smart character.
Right.
He's very arrogant in his behavior, and he feels maybe he gets some little cash, so he don't apologize to people. But all of that don't help, because you don't allow riches and other things to make you to be boisterous. You don't allow those things to show your funny character, or according to Socrates. It's a problem. So there where Staton find himself. And people say they pray.
They call the people in looking down boistery.
Thank you. You when you
Eddie Jiwamu.
Let
me say hi to the young man Eddie Jiwamu from Looking Town. In Looking Town, they call them boistery.
Boistery. Just to close up, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah.
Just to close up. People saying that you pray for him, we should pray for him. Look, a willful sin. You commit a willful sin. Then say we pray for you. You know how many million people God get to listen to that prayer? When God finally listen to China alone, we'll get more than 5 billion before God think about coming to oil and miracle. You know when you will reach out? You know, yeah. To be frank, you know, you commit willful sin. I mean, for me, it makes no sense. But okay, man, thank you very much, and thank you for the hard job. Good night.
Thank you very much, there, Washington.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know. Let's come back here to the States and welcome Melison Yadolo. Welcome. 862-2245. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Gill.
Yeah.
Thank you for the show. This is Emmanuel Payne.
Emmanuel Payne, sorry. Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank everyone that listened to the show tonight. And thanks for following you. Mr. Gill, you know, usually I don't call on your show, but I just in the background listening. But you know, when we're dealing with society, we shouldn't deal with personality. We should deal with what's going to affect the society tomorrow. Now, for the breaking news today, 4 guys that left Spoon TV to be independent.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And then I've seen people praising them for leaving this time and what have you. But I think the people also Liberian people apologize. And I listened to you on Spoon TV today. You talked about why about $16 billion. That question was a good question. Because we're talking about building a Liberian society, a civil society. Look at our population, right? 95% of Liberian people are very illiterate, right? We all know that.
Right.
So if these guys sat on Spoon TV for the past 5 years or 5.5 years, then degrade our president. Then doing a lot of things to our society and make our society positive that the citizen, common citizen, sometimes respect no government official. Understand? We can see it in Liberia.
I think we lost the caller, so.
Yeah.
But, he's still hanging on the phone, but we're not getting any feedback from there. So let's take this caller on the WhatsApp line. If you want to call on the WhatsApp line, here is 313-465-9645. 313-465-9645. Okay. And then the direct line, the WhatsApp line is for those outside the US of A. Yeah. Let's go to Mr. Jerome GILMAN.
Ray, listen.
Mr. GILMAN.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let me say good morning there to my pops from Australia, Mr. Samuel Sankale, my papi. How you doing? Welcome there. Rebecca Yamule, here, Blamo Foke. Welcome to you, Nate Don Bosco. Good to see you here as well. Satamba, Nathan Dennis, Mata Kabia, Momo D. Sambula, Josephine Tape, Alonso P. Morris, Jala Rayleigh Johnson, Amanda Bangalo, and Favor L. Morris, No Monique Boyu, Prince L. Kamara. Welcome to all of you here. It was great to have you all here. My sister there from Belgium, Jeanette Colley. Welcome to you as well. Say hi to Peter Lingard Roberts. That's my other lovely little sister there in Belgium. And for all of you following, welcome to you. Mr. Jerome GILMAN.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I want to be absolutely clear. We cannot be two-faced here. We were all on this platform.
You gotta mute the phone on the WhatsApp line. You gotta mute the video and listen on the phone. Go ahead.
Yes, I already did. Good morning to all from Amsterdam.
Go ahead.
I may not be able to pronounce the word too good because of the Dutch or my accent, but I will try. For Waterspoon, he is narcissist in Holocaust.
Narcissistic.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you, Mr. Gilman.
Nancy, or
When
if
you
you
read-
can't pronounce it, just say Nancy take stick.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we know what you say. Go ahead.
We know what you say. Just say Nancy take stick.
And I go
Okay,
English.
if you read and study about them,
Yeah.
because one of my friends is married to a man like Mr. Waterspoon. They in denial of everything. To him right now in his brain, but you can't blame him because that's how God made the brain. Because this woman telling the people so much when the thing started, I was thinking, she said, let me see. And she been following the show on them. And when you see it, he would never come out to say sorry to the guys.
No.
Because in his mindset, he's not wrong.
No, he's not.
And he will be sitting with his wife, doing nothing. But when you call him, Mr. Gilman, and say, oh, what is I'm to the airport? He will leave his home to please you. He will please people outside, but his home, no, or his closest family, he don't do nothing. That's how they like. And when you started this thing last year with Mr. Waterspoon, and the bank service and the Mr. Kev, they're supposed to know better to call you in the corner or call you and see some facts in it, then they start beating the nail on the head. All right. Yeah. They sat down in that place. They degrade Liberia before I can say our president, because he's president for every Liberia. Right. Even the Temani George, what people in boxes arguing and betting his neck. So why now? When it started, they spent 1 month on the platform again. And they knew it was true, they knew the facts. So why now? So the show the one open is nice, yeah. For me, I had to go on spoon. I don't wash it because my heart. I can't stand them. I can't stand them. I don't wash them. Maybe I go 5 minutes, 2 minutes, I'm gone. Because the way they do things, the way they say things. And right now they get go on the off the hook. He think he arrived. Election he start, you already finished giving the election report. Who all win? How you look at whole CDC and say that we never win no county. Yeah. So why would bother you say we Vacon?
The grasshopper journalist or politician.
Yes, yes. All we need to do, those that can't go Liberia to register or those that can't go Liberia to vote, please call your people and tell them to vote for the president. That all we should be preaching when our time reach now. So we feel sorry for them, yes, because they sat on there. They make when you saw them, you could mute them. You think Damo Snado, that low boy, you think he was stupid, he left last year? No, I spoke to him.
But we broke that story here that a bunch of folks resigned from the network in Monrovia.
Yes.
We did hear. But
another person I deny again because he in Europe and because the European acquired is good to Flamo. Because when people write something, you would just can't on there and say anything. You know that people sat down over there. They're the great people.
I told Flamo, let me tell you something. I think it will be the first time I say it here because you call his name. I sent a message to Good Day Flomo. All right. You know, in the movie Godfather. In the movie Godfather, the quote is that he said, Pepe is a killer. If we don't use him, somebody will use him against us. All right. And I sent a message to, not to kill anybody, but I sent a message to James Goodey Flomo one evening. I texted him. I said, I got a message for you. Then he said, what? And I sent him his passport, a photo of his passport, the picture side with his details. And then he said, what this supposed to mean? I said, you're a young man. Be careful what you do. Your boss is in a critical situation. Now the night he was on Jida Hato writing a whole lot of things.
Yeah, yama.
The next day I sent him the message. I said, he said, what is supposed to mean? I said, it's not what it's supposed to mean. It should dawn on you, how did I get it? That was the message. Go ahead.
Yeah. So for me, when the thing started, people thought Mr. Waterspoon was going to come on his platform and say, oh, my Liberian people or all my people, I will stay back, and because I'm going through some problem. He will never do it. He denied.
Right, he is.
He denied. And then all the people that come on the platform, maybe they think, say, oh, yeah, like Liberia. So the Spoon network is in Liberia. But he know how it work on this side, or they know and they try to deny it because if Francia and what his knee will be on the estate preaching, that business because they will come to them. Yeah. So let me just chill and rest. They already may all understand that yes, would think if someone all would think for me, I would think if I would forgive them, especially for the Temani George, And Reverend Peabody, all person, all of us in Ghana, he know this president, he know this man. I know Reverend Peabody too good. Yeah. 10 money on from CDC. Father was set and looked in people's face, both face, and said things. And like what Macalon is doing now to the president. Every platform he does say dirty thing when he know it's not truth. And God does not like ugly because he lives in us.
Who made Macalon to be known? Isn't that the same Spoon Network? Lead us story that drive the story. Where is Spoon today? Do they have any credibility when they
not at all?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Favor El Burris.
Thank you so much for the hard work.
No doubt.
And keep moving. God is there with you guys. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Favor Burris there from
Dewey.
Yeah. Mr. Gilman, Jerome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just about to say, we can't be two faces or two-faced. We were collectively asking the guys to step down on this platform and on all of our platforms.
Right.
They have stepped down. We can't do to them what they did to us. Every time the president does something, they say it's not good when the president does it. Then they say, oh, our Ellen plan, you know. So we can't do that. These four honorable men have decided.
Did the honorable thing. Because
and they made it clear.
We said stepping down or taking time off or even calling the CEO to book on your platform or anywhere else. We were like, y'all go anywhere.
That's correct.
So now they have taken the giant step, the bold step.
You got to give them the credit.
That's the honorable thing. That's the honorable thing anybody would have done.
Listen,
and I mean, everybody here said they believe them or the interview today on Freedom with me and WHEON, that they were believable. They told their stories. All right. If there were any doubts in the minds of some detractors, they were able to win some over.
Even if they didn't, you have to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
Okay. They came out in this country where you are, you and I. The folks here in your employment application, they will tell you if you are leaving, at least give us 2 weeks notice.
Yes, 2 week notice.
Don't just pack up your clothes and leave. So yes, I know people are saying, why they waited so late? Because they are professionals.
Right.
If you are going to serve a task with somebody, you ask some question. If you are not satisfied, you leave.
To even say to the Liberian people that they were asking this guy a question, he was dismissive of them. He would not respond. He would kick them out of the chat room. The only lady on
fire
there,
them, Mr. Gilman.
The only lady,
fire them.
Yeah, the only lady on there would not even talk about it. All right, these are the things that we talk about every day. Now look at the composition, but that's a story for another day.
That's correct. So today, I think Mr. Fagon did his private podcast, and he went after Kev to the point where he was even insinuating the dog whistle that Ben Sanvi is gay. And all of those kinds of stuff. So here we are, Mr. Weatherspoon now, and the crew have found a desperate human being that they can use. They hire him now as an attack dog. Nothing else but an attack dog to fight Stanton Weatherspoon dirty work. That's it. There's nothing. Because there is no reason if somebody sabotages with you, whether your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, listen, there's no reason to go out there because of vengeance. You want to go out and start discussing everything that happened in your bedroom. And that's childish and that's wicked. So Fagon is now fighting for his daily bread. Like I always told folks, he's unemployed, he's unemployable. and he's wherever he's doing at Spoon, he will be underemployed. So either way, life is against him because he's not getting any younger.
I want you to repeat those 3 employed.
3 employment.
Yeah. What the 3 words that are relative to employ? What you say?
He's unemployed. He's unemployable, and he will be underemployed. so if you live in America,
Sarah Double. Sarah Double. Yes, sir, Sherry, you heard it? Like carpet.
So as for Good Day Flomo, he's on a scholarship from the Spoon Network.
Yeah.
So he has no choice. Okay. This is his lifeline. This is his daily bread. And now that he's in Europe on a full-fledged scholarship, who knows what's going to happen to him? So we have to be sorry for some of these folks. This is actually what I call a Greek tragedy. It befalls someone, but you are also responsible for bringing it on yourself. And it brings down a whole kingdom. And this is what's happening here. Should these guys stay away from the media? No. I think they should go right out. You know, in America, we say you hit the onion when it's hot.
Yeah, hit the road running. Like I told them, they should not stop telling their truths.
No, and let them go on
and start
your own platform. Let them go, because we need a competition. This is vibrant. It's good.
And then if they stop talking, like the 16 billion, 25 million gonna sink in the head of the people.
That's
so
correct.
Go out, tell your stories, tell the people the truth. Don't hold back. Yeah, like we did today. Go out there.
Ray, listen.
Yes, sir.
Ray,
go ahead.
You mentioned Good Day Flomo. I want to give you a parable, a story about Good Day Flomo. How you stand? You know, there's a monkey bridge between Grand Gide and let me put it to Grand Basso. That overhead monkey bridge, right?
Right.
So the elephant and the rat, they got to that bridge. The elephant told the rat, said, go in front. The rat said, no, we are buddy, we stay all together. The elephant said, my man, I have it. You said, no, we're going together. So the elephant said, okay. Get on my tail. So the rat hand got on the elephant tail. The elephant got on the bridge. The bridge was rocking from left to right, sinking up and down until the moment the guy across. Guess who the first person that responds? The rat.
Yeah.
The rat to the rat said, damn it. We really rocked the hell out of that bridge. So that's why you see with Good Day Flomo. Good Day Flomo.
Yeah.
he had to be the rat. He had to stand
right.
We really rock that bridge.
That's right.
So, look, Mr. Giver, I have a request for you. I will make this on behalf of myself and my family. We want to beg the Triple D department of the GSD to hit the pause button on the 4 gentlemen, not to give any more fire, so that they can find a legal ramification to get hired in another area. Because we need, like Ray said, we need the competition. If you put all their fire out, Mr. Gilman, the 3 words that Mr. Gilman just used will apply to them 100%. I'm begging you. I beg the GST department to hit the pause button. We asked them to do the right thing. They did the right thing. They resigned.
Yeah.
They resigned. No more fire on them until when they, right now, we come and put it into the crime behavior now, the crime parable, you know. Let's not make it 2-way. If they are like the rooster, then we will be the fox. They come when you tell us, oh, the thing on my head, and I'm fire, I have my head looking. Then the fox will take you, you know. So now I'm begging the GST tonight. I'm only doing it on behalf of me or my family. And I know my brother, my senior brother Tamasa will probably get upset when he hear this, but I'm begging the Triple D department to hit the pause button. That's the first thing I want to do. The second thing, Ray said something here that's very more important. These guys, they are young people, you know. And Tamasa said something. And let me tell you what Marco Aurelius said to his people, his soldier, when he was sitting down, when he was facing the Geminian. He said, a loyalty is no longer the currency of the realm. then death comes for all of us. When you were trying to tell his soldiers that today you might be outnumbered, you have 400 against 10,000.
Yeah.
But if you run now, if you betray Marco Aurelius, the Caesar that is in power, you will surely regret it. They did that not knowing that Spoon Empire bricks were built with the aluminum foil that not strong. That when GST do an angle on it like that, will just go inside. They didn't know that, and then it collapsed. Like they drop a heave from the dry forest. Now we have to milk this cow. What you did today, AB, is the example of what we call professionalism. You put there and attack them personally. You give them the chance. Look at what Ben Savvy, you didn't choke him. The only thing Ben Savvy kept from doing, he said, don't call the full name. Please don't call their name, leave them. We will explain our own story. Look at Sentimental George. He said, when Mr. Gilman, let me tell you, when those things start coming out, ask my man. He dismissed me. Dismissed me. Trying to say I was nobody. Those guys were victims. You know, in American society, they say the kidnapper and the person that get kidnapped, they can end up falling in love. That's why it is. You know, because the kidnapper, you expect the person to beat you to do this, but they start giving you water. They tell you, say, don't struggle so your hand can flee away. So you start developing some sort of connection with them because they are the only people you know.
Now what happened to Yeke Koluba and his wife today? You know Yeke Koluba wife that the late George Duet daughter?
Of course. I know.
Yeah. She and her pa did not talk until he died. I believe she did not even go to his funeral.
The family refused her to come. They don't want her to be there. You know. But let me tell you another story. Sorry, the guy who slapped Yeke Koluba in Nigeria that nobody know about. The guy came on and said, look, I will reveal myself coming this election when Yeke make a mistake to even come with Alexandria Cummings again in the country. I was staying for him. He said, I don't slap you before. I'm going to do it for the second time. I know the guy very well. I'm not going to call it because I understand why he did it. Even there were people planning for Yeke in Ganta. That's the reason why they didn't stop there. Because they told him the nonsense you did in Ganta, you can't do it here. But Yeke issued a different issue. What I want to talk about is my four brothers, the Fantastic Four. I will call them. That's their new name, the Fantastic Four. Yeah, they did the right thing, Mr. Gilman. Which I know we are angry, you know, but let's look at them as the prodigal son that returned. You know, the father said, "You give my son a ring, put a shoe on his feet, and you kill the father calf." The other son that did everything that his father wanted was upset. He said, "This man, he was dead, and then he returned to us." Now that they are going into their various individual, whatever any platform they take on, anybody that come on to say 16 billion, I say, my man, I bet you, man, leader 16 billion, I don't think we know it's not true. You know, I'm not saying that I know it's not true, but we're talking about it. You can see it from their faces. Look, even look at Dr. P. Bada today, Mr. Gilman. When you were asking him, what he said, Mr. Gilman, when I saw the helicopter, I saw this one in my heart. I said, the mayor in trouble, but why are we standing? They were questioning themselves.
Yeah.
They were questioning themselves because up to now, people that are on Spoon TV still questioning themselves because what they don't understand is, Mr. Gilbert, the communication, the court order said Spoon, all property belonging to Spoon or for whatever it is, will be seized upon conviction. And Spoon doesn't have any unilateral right to associate with those kind of people anymore. Right now, if we report to the USA, which is the one that leading the charge against Stanton, says Stanton appear on Spoon TV talking to Liberian people, because out of that 7,000 people, there's some victims among them that they can't identify. The federal court will hold you for it. They say, yeah, among those 7,000 people that are on Spoon TV, one of them could be the victims by your action. The hubris that Spoon has that troubling him. That's what we look at. That's what my beautiful sister from the Netherlands were talking about. Hubris, sitting down and saying that, oh, I am Alexander the Great. I am Marco Aurelius Caesar. You know, I am Tiberius Caesar. When I say it will go, no, it's not Liberia. Not Liberia that get bring container filled with weapons, and then it just died after 3 days. This country, look at 2018, the FBI investigation, sending people. You know, you did yourself this service by sending Versace to destroy evidence. They let you do it. You think they didn't know when you were testing him or calling him, they knew. But they want you to do it because it will add to the pile. Like in the country, FBI, when the federal government come after you, they say, oh, Ray, listen, yeah, but man, you know what? They are high school diploma, that problem. You say, my man, that thing not crying. Say, okay, it may not be a crime. But you remember the last time when you were crossing the street, you run a red light here, we get a photo here. The other time you push the other old lady, will get a photo. That evidence part on that, they forget about the high school diploma that they wonder that you don't know about that, they bring a part on that, they surround them. That's what happening to Stanton. I pray and I beg everyone for my four fantastic four that left the platform. They did the right thing. I understand we are angry, but that's why we ask of them. Something they were lacking thereof, now they understand. Let's give them the story of Paul. When Paul said, when I was a child, I spoke as a child. Now that I'm a man, I will speak as a man. They are speaking out now. They are saying, look, we understand what we're going on, but we put loyalty before everything else. We thought that this guy is our friend, he's young. Look at what people said to you, Mr. Gilman. He said, when you go to Stanton or university, you will not even think that there's something in there that's illegal. Everything was legit. That's what you would say. He said, that man called me and said, come for $500 on the weekend. Will that stop me? $500 on the weekend, I will go for it. That weekend, I need to drink some beer. But when I got there, you know, the university was very much, like Ray Lisa was saying, the Bishop DC people, it was very much edifying. You would look at it and say, yes.
Thank you very much, Solo Senior. I'll be coming to Mr. Gilman and Tamasa for their parting comments. Let me read this comment from Cyril Dopo going back and forth with Nate Dombosco. I think he's angry because the truth hurts. She said to him, it took the corporation of the people of Rwanda with their president to get Rwanda where they are today. Put your thinking cap on. If you want your country to be like Rwanda, stop the lies and get in the attitude of hard work and cooperation to put our country on the map. Propagating lies will not get us there. Absolutely, it will not get us there. And Ms. Dopo, these are the people that speak so well of Paul Kagame, all right? But when you tell them Paul Kagame's story, like the guy who is now on the Spoon, E. Remy Gray, he was one of the fans of Paul Kagame until right here on this platform. I told him Paul Kagame was accused of the genocide. He was prosecuted. He was not loved by the West until he was prosecuted and set free. But if you were accused of the genocide, you know he participated. He probably didn't kill the people himself, but he participated. He was in the army, okay? He was an army commander. He was vice president.
He led the opposition, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah, he led
the opposition.
Yeah, he was vice. He was vice president, and I think he overthrew the president, took over the country, and every opposition to him, including somebody who, his friend, daughter from California, they were, I think, schoolmates or something together. He will put them in jail. They were lost. Nobody knows their whereabouts. Okay, I will show you tomorrow the latest statement from Paul Kagame about opposition in Africa, what he thinks about them. Okay, So don't waste your time with these guys about Paul Kagame and the developed countries of Africa, and they don't want to come to grip with what the World Bank Vice President said when he visited Liberia, that despite the challenges, commendable efforts, commendable progress have been made by this government. And he called the president named George Weah. Okay? They don't see it. They don't see nothing good. We don't see nothing bad.
Nothing bad.
All right? The truth will always triumph. Mr. Jerome Gilman, your takeaways.
Yes, it's a shame when you are dealing with people who are haphazardly educated. They are not trained in the classic education. So when they come out, like a man who, in my time, in your time, in anybody's time, that tells you that he came to the United States, in these great United States,
right,
and he earned 4 associate degrees. God, for God's sakes, who in the world go from community college to community college to community college to get 4 associate degrees and say, I am a member of the intelligentsia? Jesus Christ. and they talk about, people talk about Paul Kagame, Paul Kagame, Paul Kagame. Do they want Paul Kagame in Liberia? Paul Kagame became president of Rwanda in 2000. That's 23 years.
But before that, he was in government.
Before that, he was vice president. He served as
defense minister.
He was defense minister.
Yeah.
He was the leader of the Rwanda Patriotic Front that killed people. So this guy is no joke. And recently, in fact, you talk about every corner in Liberia is either a mosque or church. He passed a decree. He closed down what is 1,000 churches and 500 mosques or something of that nature. And he made it clear, for you to preach, you have to be ordained and have a degree in theology. If you're going to open your mosque, you got to be ordained and whatever higher credential you have. You can't just open church and fool the people and take them. That's what this guy does. His opposition kept missing, disappear. The woman that was going against him, he put the woman in jail. And you're talking about Paul Kagame. Are you crazy?
That's his friend daughter.
Yeah. Are these people crazy?
He killed the chairman of the opposition and grabbed the man body in front of their headquarters. While he was in Europe, they asked him, he said, provide me the proof in your Western justice system. I am innocent, and to prove guilty, right? He said, provide me this proof that I killed the man. Then we can talk about all of that is rubbish. He shut down the Western Reporter. He ruled the country with iron fists.
The Liberian people have to understand, but this is what we are talking about. When you hate someone so much, you are blinded by looking at facts, at being objective. That's what it is. And as far as Spoon is concerned, Spoon is done. And they can hire Fangon to go after these guys, to be a pit bull. Whatever stopping he's getting from there, it's not going to do him any good. To talk about Kev, who threw him a lifeline? When he came from Liberia, Kev threw him a lifeline, brought him in his home.
9 months, rent free. I gotta go live with Kev.
So, I mean, when you talk about being ungrateful,
that's it right there.
So Spoon is done. I mean, everything they put there that we know, they're dressing the devil. I don't care how you dress that pig. I don't care how much lipstick you put on it. It is still a pig.
A pig.
It is a pig with the big lips and everything. You can put a red lips on. That lips is a pig's lips.
A pig is still a pig.
A pig is a pig. So we are saying this to say, I'm appealing to the four, I call it the 4 horsemen because they are strong. So I think they should go out and open their own platform so we can actually get this thing going, because they got more to say. Let them go ahead and say it. Mr. Gilman, you've been working overtime. You spent 2 hours today in Liberia. and you came back to the United States so quick, and you're here for 4 hours, I think you need to go and get some rest because you got to go to work tomorrow. We can't pay your bills now, I'm telling you.
Absolutely. Thank you
Your
very
wife
much.
your wife kick you out. I don't think you can call Kev. So go ahead
No.
and take some rest. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let me call on this gentleman, PIN 862-2245. Hello? In 1 minute. Hello? Are you there? All right. Tamasa.
Yeah, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah, wrap it up for us, please.
Yeah, thank you so much, the Watchman. Thanks to the Big Brother Gilman, and the rest of the team. Yeah, it's been a wonderful, wonderful show, Mr. Gilman. I mean, calls came from everywhere. Some so we can remember. They're a lot, a lot, and different analyses. And that is good, because, it makes us understand, how people see things another way. But overall, I think we are sitting pretty good, Mr. Gilman. The president always, I like to emphasize that the president is in full control. The president is in charge. As we gear towards the 2023 election, we are sitting politically in a good space politically.
Right.
The 15th political subdivision is fully monitored politically. There are men and women in various areas. Mobilization is ongoing, and things are in the right direction. The people believe that 6 more years for President George Weah, it is not for the president, but it is for the foul march of the Liberian people, and to make sure that our country, those things that the president has, put in place for the 12 years, and to complete other major capital projects. These are things that the president will be stepping on as he moves to the ballot boxes. For me, I still believe, whenever there's an issue like this, and there were many who have been missing on something. The first thing it is good, you sit quietly, what I mean, sit quietly, observe the situation, make a clarification. But to swiftly jump into the political jujitsu, we believe, no, you have to repair those character default. There are issues that you still need to clarify, and this clarification need to be made. But jumping up from one place to just get to another place and get into political fray, we don't know where you go and which side you fall. So we are not clear with that. That's what I said, that you go and get a retreat, because they still got some issues. I still believe they still have some issues. I believe squarely, I'm a man, I've been in politics, I understand it as a young person. I know motivation. I know what make people go somewhere. I know what make people do this. So these things, let it do their clarification properly, and we'll just be watching from far, and we'll see how far it will go. But Mr. Gilman, thank you so much. We are here to our sister, my sister, Joy Lomaget, WHEON. The Watchman sent me on special assignment. We've been working on very hard, and we've been at the backstage. But at times come, we will come in and we'll do things. Most of the information will be coming up, but we're just waiting for the proper time, Joyce. So we are on course, and we may have only Watchman. Right. Only one Watchman we get. We can't get 5. We'll have only one. And the one is the only one, number one. No other one, and that one is seated right at the GHT studio. That's it. All the other one will investigate. Why they're Watchman or not, we'll investigate that, but we'll have only one. So now 4. So thank you, Mr. Gilman. Thank you so much for the opportunity. It's a great time, hanging out with you and that of Mr. Gilman and the rest of the team. Right. It's an honor always, man, to always share our view, on this platform. Thank you so much. My sister, I heard my sister today, my beautiful sister, Favor Morris. I know. I hope you're doing well. Right. How are you today? It's great to hear you again, and the rest of the team. Thank you so much, Mr. Gilman.
Thank you very much, Delano Tamasa. There. Let me read these comments from the YouTube channel here. Henry Dubon Hill, legit question, says, if you are observant enough, you will see the raw ignorance and arrogance in Stanton's everyday posture. He went on to say, it's going to take some type of divine intervention to get him out of this one. He fall down inside proper. Henry Duba Hill, he betrayed the guys from the gates. He is simply not a good man. And I saw that a long time ago. He on his own. And maybe that's what he's depending on and acting as if it's nothing big. That moral to him. Rose Talu, Mr. Gilman, I want to tell you, thank you, my brother. Everything you said about Stanton and his group have come to pass. This is what we call a real journalist. Thank you, as always. Absolutely, no doubt about that.
So we spoke. Yeah. I'm back on track. I'm back 2018. She keep yo, back your highway. Then on this year, I'm already soldier, you know. My daddy, I'm back with Sawa. Emmanuel, where it down? Probably I'll become president. Probably I'll become president. Probably I'll become president. Probably I'll become president. Joey, I'll become president. Probably I'll become president. Probably I'll become president because they sorry in Liberia. That's a cat. You don't want to name your logo, but you never want to name your logo.
Anybody can become somebody. From there he became European best. From there he became senator. Musu Wabi Cooper, Jala Raleigh Johnson, Amadou Dagabui Bland. But Jota, we eat it 3 times. Alex S. Gibson, you're welcome. Jesus is coming soon. Beware, Prince. Eddie, Mayata Song Balema, Deborah Doru, Otelo Nayu, Amy Black. So we have nobody. Edward Caligo from Nouakchott, Mauritania.
Our president,
Divided with 4. Ambassador Roosevelt Dunn, Nathaniel Samsey. Probably I become president. Miera Dunn, Marvin Dunn. Yeah. Jeanette Colley. Zedwe Abodoro. Deborah Doro. Ne one in Virtue at the Sarah Dopo. Nancy Jordan. My man, tell me help out.
Because they suffering in Liberia.
More pressing. Hey, Papa George. He's all you.
Hey, Pastor. HTST. Our Rabbi Selebe from my activities.
He's all you. Daniel Ziawe. Kowina Dio. Hey, Arthur Solo Senior. Mercy Willie. Joseph. Yo. Jeanette Colley. Job. Nathan Dennis. Dario Macario. Ajongo. Masaran Toure. John Yakbabulo. Mary Appleton Jabate. Adolphus Hill. They want to know you're not come. If you upstairs think about downstairs, think about downstairs. Car will not tell with Cabo.
Hey, brother G. What's up? Sambi Goka. So Rebecca. Yapata.
Oh, yeah, boy.
I'm a Gessi. Hey, I'm a from Panta. You know, I don't know from Penta. Probably I'll be going Brazil. 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 Joey, I'll be going Brazil. Probably I'll be going Brazil. Probably I'll be going Brazil. Because it's sorry in Liberia.
Let me tell you something. I've been to South Beach. Let me tell you something. I've been to South Beach.
Oh my God. It's really memorable.
It's about music. Inside no woman there. Inside La GIJ. Inside no woman there. Inside La GIJ. So use your soap, baby soap. So use your soap, baby soap.
No woman there.
So use your soap, baby soap.
Well, folks, that does it for us here tonight.
Baby soap. No woman, no crap. I can't get myself.
Ophelia Z. Dogolier.
I can't get myself. Take out my stress. Tell me why you get me back. Do your GIJ. Better I say don't worry. No woman, no crap. I can't get myself.
No woman, no crap.
I can't get myself. GIJ.
Jerry say.
Give me the soap. Bless your flag.
Bless the flag. You feel me, flag?
The soap is tight. Mukuru style. Give me the one that go logo inside. Banana way.
Banana way. Duckers Billy. Directed Desa, you celebrate weeks. No woman there. Inside J. La G.I.J. Inside J. Catherine Doe. Ophelia Z. Dogolier. La G.I.J. Striker Lawrence. Soap, bathing soap. So use your soap. Favor L. Morris. Confident D.
Dopinga ilege, you don't doge bobope, lewo wing, and loloba lege, Paplani so winky, let it do that yakin, let it on pay. Popo le penga wing, all these gala won't stand, big glasses. Una mama, you know, penga no magita mata, then in a pan, the one here.
Rebecca Dubber. That does it for us here, folks. So thank you very much for being there. Join us bright and early later on today for another edition. Thanks to our distributors of the show, those of you that trained with us, our many callers tonight. Let's continue to keep hope alive. Until then, those of you that send stars our way tonight, thank you as always. I have been your host and announcer, Juan Michael Gilman. Do take care. Have a nice one. No woman there. No woman there. Inside J. Now G.I.J.
Inside J. No woman there. Inside J. That G.I.J. So use your soap,
baby soap.
So use your soap, baby soap. So use your soap, baby soap. It's about music, it's about music.